Alright, from the world down under, it's me. You can hear me now, right? Right, you guys can hear me. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I'm Majora's Rose. We're doing some Dungeons and Dragons and things like that. Thank you so much for being patient with me on this wonderful, wonderful Thursday. My door is open and that bothers me. Okay. Hi Rave, hi Sam. Hello everybody else who is not chatting. Let's just say hello to everyone. Let's just jump right in here.
At a surgery
Bada bing.
clinic that,
Bada boom. I can hear you.
Plastic surgery. And we would sit on the beach, like at one of the beach bars, and we were like, oh, she's got a BBL. And
we're talking about butts, by the way. Moochie
really
has
good.
some cake. That's what we were discussing.
Some of them I'm like, that
surgeon.
looks good. That's a good ass. But yeah, some of them the problem is some of them you can tell that there's fat residing under looser fat. It's like they have the fat of their ass that's normal that they already had, and then it's just like boosted.
Say I have no problem with plastic surgery. I have seen fake breasts that look fantastic. I have seen everything that looks good. It's your body. You are allowed to do it with it.
Yeah, the problem is the surgeon.
Make sure you're going to a reputable surgeon to get it done.
Have you ever seen the human Ken doll?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, when people start going overboard like that, that's just...
Well, that's a
mental illness.
Yeah, it turns into a mental issue when you start to just unable to see yourself as like a flawed but okay individual.
Like, raise your hand if you have insecurities. Great. Like, it's
Look
totally
at us, everyone.
Hold on. I'm gonna start my stream on that. Hello, stream. We're talking about it. What the hell? Why is my
big booties? I'm Lamp, by the way, in case I said it or didn't say it. What is the like phrase for like? I don't know. Like,
continue. I'm listening.
Like when you have something like spot on, like isn't there like another more like elite speaky kind of way?
What are you talking?
On point, yeah. Like if somebody describes something really well and you're like, that's spot on, but like something more like
that's on point, yeah.
Just on point. Is there another like I feel like there's another like
there might be a younger version of like
not on
God.
God. On God is like
chalk.
Dead ass, yeah.
No cap.
No cap. No.
Absolutely no cap.
No, that's truth, but like that's
on
like
fleek.
On fleek.
Oh God, I hate on fleek.
On fleek is more for like
it's like
your looks.
Appearance.
Like
yeah.
Your hair is on fleek. Your
eyebrows on fleek.
Like I'm trying to think of like, cause there's like absolutely.
Keep talking. I'll be right back. So it's gonna be forever.
So he has his headphones on, so we should just start saying the most out-of-pocket shit possible to see if he breaks in front of his family.
You start. I don't know what, wrong person asked for that.
So anyways, I went to the store and I bought another 4 pounds of limes. They're all gonna go in his house. They're gonna go in his house, he just doesn't know it yet.
He just made the rage face. Like, he just was he was walking and then you said limes and his eyebrows made like a V and his mouth made an upside down V.
He had a full-blown twitch just...
See just Moochie pass out in his hallway.
Is that the sound of the body falling? Oh no, here he comes. Recovering from those V's, man?
I actually rolled my eyes so hard that I saw the back of my head for a second.
Of course you did.
I was like, 3, 2, 1, limes. So I went to the store and I got about 12 pounds of limes. They're all going to his house. There it is.
It's so good.
Oh my god.
It's so good. Wait, okay, now where is Felpy, actually? Did Felpy say it's
He's
gonna be
live.
late?
Yeah, he did.
He's live.
He just started. He said he's gonna be here slightly late because he only got home at 8, and he wanted to do that wonderful thing called eat.
No.
Impossible.
God, I gotta finish this.
So it's gonna be
Hey.
forever, or he's gonna be late as usual.
Woof.
Or will it just be until Felper shows up?
Woof.
Woof woof. Hello, Philby.
Hello.
Hi, Papa.
Golly. I'm fine, dude. I've been getting home late this week.
It's my hell week. I understand. I am gonna have at least 46 hours this week, and that's assuming that I'm only working 8 hours tomorrow, which won't happen.
Well, I wish they were letting us work overtime.
Yeah.
They've
If it
asked
makes
us
you
not
feel,
to.
it makes you feel any better. There was a round of layoffs. All right, quick side story, and then we'll get started. There was a round of layoffs at my job, and I only found out about it after they happened.
What?
Oh,
Because,
I guess you're pretty all right then.
yeah, right. That's what I said. But apparently, so one of the SVPs sent out a company-wide email being like, "We've lost friends and colleagues and blah 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 blah." Like, okay,
Like they didn't do it.
sucks to be them. I'm happy it wasn't me, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But the very next day, so this morning, my boss out of the blue messages me being like, "Hey Moochie, what degree do you have?" And I was like, "Why?" He's, "Don't worry about it." Oh no, I'm worried about it.
Well, I'm worrying. It's the time of worry.
It's
literally
absolutely...
anytime they say, "Don't worry about it," I'm like, you know what? That's exactly what I'm gonna do
Hey,
now.
So, to his credit, my boss is incredible. I love him. I called, I messaged him about an hour later being like, "Yo, you got a minute? I need to ask you something." I actually had something to ask him. But while we were on, I was like, "So, I'm not mad or anything, but like with the layoffs yesterday and then getting right into that, scared the shit out of me." I'm gonna be honest with you. And he's like, "Don't worry about it. It's just like our VP messaging it to HR so they could put together like a like if somebody applies, this is the minimum requirements they want, sort of thing." Like, okay, fair enough, that makes sense. But
See,
so
I will
that was
say,
my morning.
That's not fun.
Not
I
fun.
hate when they do shit like that. Like, if that is the intention of just like, oh, we're just trying to compile a list of yada 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 to, set expectations, whatever. Say that from the get-go.
Tell me that.
just tell me it. I said that to my boss.
Say
Actually,
it
he's
from the
like, "Oh, I
get-go.
agree with you personally, but not in HR." I'm like, yeah, I felt that.
Yeah. Like, just say it from the get-go, and if it's actually something bad, then you can be somewhat cryptic.
Right. No, he straight up said, "It's like I'm not the type of person to be cryptic. Hello, I just gotta follow."
Hey yo, follow.
Oh no, it was a sub. Hello, thank you, Lee. Thank you for
A
the
sub.
And Amphibian, please enjoy.
What up, Butt Sniffer? Oh, no texting and gaming. I was waiting for things to happen, Jim. I'm sorry. Hello.
Jim, you better jump in here, you motherfucker.
No, Slippin' Jimothy,
Jimothy.
different Jim.
Love,
Not genuine Jim.
Oh.
Jip and Slim.
Genuine Jim?
Slippin' Jimothy. Call me a butt sniffer.
Party animals.
Jamothy.
Butt sniffer. Butt sniffer.
Butt sniffer.
Bat sniffer.
But
Bat sniffer.
On that note, on that very depressing and fun note, hi guys.
Hello.
Hi, Dad.
Hi.
Open.
Like we haven't been talking the last 30 minutes.
I'm ready to go. I'm
God,
reeling.
and there's
Is
Mark.
Pikmin ready to D&D? Who knows?
You're damn right he is. Last time ready on Search for the Scepter, we were all too tired and we ended early.
God.
We were so dead. Oh my god.
This is episode
So here
100B.
This is 100
100B.
Literally, honestly though.
100B subsection A.
You all left the armory where Felber, Saffron, had found a skunk that is currently walking across his table.
Oh, baby.
Found a pair of legendary throwing knives that we haven't finished yet.
They're in the
They're still in the
shop.
processing stage. And made your ways down to the laboratory that you had previously found, though at the time you did not know it.
Okay.
But when you got there, you were able to deduce that this is where the cannonballs were turned from their physical, normal iron into an ethereal
Bitch.
a blob of arcane energy that was charged with, as Mischief, Alaris found out, charged with the Shadow Weave rather than...
Is that a monster you're drinking? No, it is a Steez.
From there, you decided that you were going
A
to
green
check
tea
out the
raspberry
vat
drink.
where they are being dumped into to middling success, which is where we're going to pick up today. But simultaneously to that, you, Kev, found a desk off to the side where on top of you located and picked up a I cast ADHD, literally. You've picked up and found a sentient wand by the name of Valdmar. Marmar, who is going, as you are walking away from this desk, to hand over the schematics that you found alongside him to somebody who is, literate. He is going to be like, "Are we going to go find my wizard now?"
For sure.
Oh, I can't wait. It's been so long since I've seen him. Don't remember his name, though. Oh, well,
I
I'll
don't
remember.
either. It's all good.
We'll figure it out along the way, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Excellent. Saffron, Cryotear, and Mischief.
Yes.
The three of you kind of huddle around this. It's kind of like just larger than a bathtub sized vat, as Kev's wand, or previous wand that he had thrown earlier, is currently lodged in the conveyor belt mechanism, causing it to stop. So the cannonballs are just slowly backing up at one point, but there's no new ones falling in, and you are now able to sort your way through these cannonballs should you want to get to the bottom.
These are pre-processed
These are
cannonballs?
post-processed, yes.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh, so don't touch them.
Yeah, we can't touch them. Yeah.
Don't touch.
If you remember correctly, then yes, you are right.
Oh yeah,
Fireball.
Mage Hand got dissolved. Okay, yeah, Mage Hand was dissolved as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can't touch them, but we found that we couldn't go into the whole thing. Didn't we?
Correct, but you did find that there is a small trap door that they're being dropped through at the bottom. So they're loading up, drop, close, load up, repeat.
Are we meant to go through the trap door?
It's up to you.
If we're able to basically get in and then get the thing to move before, right? Because it's it fills up and then it moves and then fills up another thing. Is that what we just said?
I'm trying to visualize.
Yeah. So there's.
So imagine a red, something larger than a bathtub vat with a trapdoor in the center that fills up and up and up and up, and once it gets to roughly filled, the trapdoor at the bottom opens. All of them spill out that are in there currently. It recloses and then repeat.
Okay, so when that bottom thing opens, what does it look like through the door?
It is currently closed and it is not going to open back up due to the fact that there is no new cannonballs going in currently.
Okay.
Okay, so if we just... It's probably, weight induced, so if we just put some of us in it, it might just open the door.
You could certainly try.
Yeah, but then we fall through the trap door.
We could just put some weight in there.
Yeah,
we could just put some shit in there. Is there other shit that we can just load it up with and see how long it takes for the door to open?
There's
You
a whole
can certainly try.
There's a whole
We could-
section of conveyor belt that has unmagical iron spheres on it. We could probably
Oh,
use
yeah.
those, I think.
Yeah, let's just put the
Okay.
yeah. Let's fill it up with the unmagicked ones.
Fill
Let's
her
Okay,
up.
grab some and do
so
it.
the conveyor belt where the iron balls are coming out of is only about 6 feet away to your left.
Perfect.
Like, well, if you're looking at the vat, it's to your right, looking away to left, regardless. So you could easily walk over there. They're 5-pound cannonballs, so they're not particularly difficult to lift.
Okay. Yeah, well then, Saffron will grab one.
I'll grab
Mage
2.
Hand one, and then maybe
And shoot
Kudo's trying to
Rose.
help. Yeah, he's trying to help.
Wait a minute. I have an idea. Would my ring of levitation only work on one cannonball, or could I make it work on a group of them?
Allow a group.
Okay,
Wait.
because
Sorry, I'll be back in 2 seconds.
because it
Bye.
can carry up to 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, I would allow it. Like, if you could get a group of them together, and then you could lift them up and put them down together, yeah, I'd allow that.
What
Okay.
are we trying to weigh down exactly? Sorry.
We're trying. So
Uh,
there's this bathtub thingy. It fills up with the cannonballs. The bottom opens up and it goes into something that is shipping out the cannonballs. So we're trying to figure out how much weight it needs to open that door to see what's in there, so we can determine whether or not it'd be safe for us to jump through that and use that as transportation to where the cannon is, or don't do it because it'll just be filled with cannonballs, and if we jump in there, we'll die immediately.
Okay.
Did I get it right,
cool.
Moochie?
Well,
Yeah.
I'll if your thing doesn't work, I have an idea.
Okay,
Maybe.
cool. Sure. Do you want to try your idea first, or do you think?
No, it sounds like Chowsky was on something.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
We'll just kind of shove them all together. Ooh, wait. Is there a chance that if we shove too many cannonballs in there, we could just fuck the machine up?
You can, again, certainly try.
I mean,
You guys want to try and overload it
we should.
once we figure out what's in there?
Yeah, I was gonna say we should not set off an alarm first. Like, we should, anyone could come down here at any minute, and we've been fortunate enough to have
Yeah.
as much time down here as we already have. So we should, not set anything off first, but like, if it's safe enough to like go through there, the last thing we should do before we leave is blow this shit up and stop it.
You
Or
got
figure
that,
out how to
Monty?
dismantle it. Monty's
She's
got it.
on it.
Monty's on it. Monty's like, I'm gonna go tell Saffron. Be right back.
She's gonna talk to Baxi right at him.
Ah.
She always does.
What was that? Tabaxi for... Blow that fucker up.
So, you guys are just going to pick up cannonballs and just start dropping them in?
Yep. Hopefully, quickly and efficiently.
Okay.
We could throw-
Who's going first? Let's just say it like this.
How about we throw them in, and then once we see the door opening, then I'll ring them and pull them back out.
Sure.
Does that work?
You can certainly try.
Sure. Yeah. We just what we want to just we don't want to set anything off right. We just want to see what's through the hole and make sure that it's safe for us to go in there wherever that is.
Nah, yeah. So we'll load it up until it's heavy enough that it opens. When we see it opening, I'll use the ring to hold the weight of the cannonballs. We'll look inside.
I can send an arcane
Like,
eye
then-
in there too. Actually, that's probably a good idea. We should need the door open.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have that thing I can do.
Oh yeah, do
Okay.
that, and then we can worry about the door if we need to.
Yeah. So let's do that because we just need the door open, right? Because I can't cast it unless I can see where it's going.
Okay.
Is there a crack in the door? Can we just skip that
It's
step?
a millimeter wide through about 2 feet of spheres.
Okay, well, if I can see through the hole this big in my hand.
From 2 feet away?
If I get my face close enough, are there already magic?
There's space.
Yes,
Battery
there are already
40%.
magic balls in there.
What was that?
All
It's,
right,
Battery
I'll
it's
hold it
about
down.
3/4 filled right now.
Sorry, everyone was talking.
Battery 40%.
Oh, it's 40%. Thank you. I have it on the charger right now, so it's not gonna die on me. Because it was dying before. How are you, Grim?
I'm gonna use my ring to hold the weight of them so they don't go in. And Majora's gonna throw an arcane eye down there to see what's down there.
That's me.
Cool.
I'm
Can
doing
I
really
just
good. How are you?
Put a 5 by 5 cubic foot of stone. I'm just saying.
You could certainly try, sure. You'd rip it right out of the wall and be like, "Hey guys, I'm helping."
You could
I
just.
mean,
Minecraft.
if we need it to
Posture
be
check.
heavy.
I just don't want to alert anything. And the other part of it too is that if we send something down there that, like, again, like the unmagicked cannonballs might draw less suspicion.
Well,
than...
I can just take away mold earth. Pretty sure, can't I?
I'm pretty sure you could dispel that at any time, yeah.
But
Oh.
does that make the earth go away, or does that just like
Cause it to crumble, I believe.
Gotcha. I'm just worried about the visual, but I mean,
whatever you guys want to do.
well,
I'm sure Churro would be happy to take a look.
Well, you can't get to it.
I don't yet.
You look down and Shuro's looking up, be like,
Okay, we'll talk about it.
But I don't want Churro to explode if something goes wrong.
Alright, let's
Don't
just
touch
keep
the
doing
just don't
the-
touch the balls.
Let's-
I'm sorry, I thought we were weighing it down. I thought it was open.
We're weighing
yeah,
it down
I
and then shooting
don't
an arcane eye in the hole when it opens up.
"All
I
right,
just
you
didn't
just
want
want
you
to
to
get started with
spend
that plan
spell
first?
slot.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yes.
Frog invasion. Ah. So,
Frog invasion.
it's my chat. As you start loading in these non arcane cannonballs, normal, everyday cannonball, they hit the surrounding ones with that resounding thud of like spheres hitting each other, almost like you're playing. If you've ever played bowling, and the balls come back and they knock into the other balls.
Yeah.
All contact.
But as they start to hit against each other, you can see that they just slowly start to disintegrate. It's not fast. It takes about 45 seconds per cannonball. But they are disintegrating.
The
Regular balls?
The regular balls, yes.
Wait, in the I'm so confused. Sorry. They're in a bathtub.
Arcane balls, bathtub. Normal ball goes in, clinks against other balls, starts to disintegrate.
The arcane balls at the bottom.
No, the cannonballs that you're dropping in.
So it doesn't allow non.
Arcane, correct.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Well, if we
you
just
can't
fill it
throw
up fast enough.
You
Just do it very quickly.
Just do it fast.
You can certainly try.
Can I try? I'm gonna do my fucking.
Do your
mold
thing.
earth. Yeah, we're gonna put a big ass 5-foot cube of fucking stone in there.
Give me rock,
Okay.
baby.
Rock and stone.
Jenny, is that a spell slot or is that a cantrip? I forget.
That's a cantrip.
It is? Okay.
Cantrip, baby.
Your party's attacked by swamp frogs in the middle of a dungeon.
No,
Not the swamp frogs.
Not
Our
here.
biggest enemy.
You molded earth with swamp frogs in it.
It's Kev's science, yeah, essentially. Kev, do you want to describe this? You just rip it. What are you doing?
Rip it.
He makes a cube. They put cube in there.
Are you like
Cube.
ripping it out of the wall? Are you ripping it out of the ceiling?
I guess it'd be hilarious to take it from the ceiling. It just falls in.
You can
I
do
love
that.
I'm doing that.
All right. Yannis comes down the stairs to be like, "Hey guys, as you are ripping this out of the ceiling, and it falls into the block, and you look up, and there's like 2 guards who just happen to be standing there looking down, like, what the fuck? What's going on down there?" And you start to hear like shouting through this hole from upstairs.
Well, shit.
Where while the block falls, it starts to disintegrate much faster than the cannonballs, but due to the gravity of it falling down, it hits this vat and the trapdoor just opens right up.
I cast Arcane Eye.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
go fast. Let's go quick.
Oh, I was just gonna fucking jump in. But yeah, I'll be safe.
All right.
You just put a hole in the ceiling.
Well, we
You
could
know.
jump if it looks safe. Okay, I cast Arcane Eye and move it down into the hole. What do I see?
So you see essentially a larger hopper-shaped structure, absolutely laden with these charged cannonballs.
Expected.
They seem to be slowly funneling their way into a some sort of tube that goes off underground to somewhere you could reasonably assume towards the mountain for the cannon itself, though you are unsure.
Gotcha.
So don't jump down.
Then yeah, so I go like, all right, yep, not this way.
Oh,
The
damn it.
spicy ball pit.
Spicy ball pit, absolutely loaded.
Is there any way to determine
Where's my
what the
accent?
hopper is made of, since it's not disintegrating while touching all of these things?
You can quickly give me either Arcana or Investigation, your pick.
Alright, I'm gonna Arcana because it seems like it's gonna be magical in nature. This
Spicy
bitch
balls.
is a 25.
He's like ghost pepper
25.
balls.
25. Yeah, so you can tell from looking at this, there's some sort of like repellent magic.
Mm-hmm.
For lack of better word, magnetism. That
Yeah,
you know
bitch.
how when
Magnet.
matter and antimatter meet, they annihilate themselves?
Yeah, a neutron bomb.
No.
There's
Or an antimatter bomb, basically.
there's something about this that's causing the regular magic and the shadow magic to not intermingle directly between the structure that they're being put in versus where they're going. So there's like a magnetism that's keeping them apart.
And there's no way to determine what sort of spell would have caused that effect?
None that you would know, at least. You would need either an artificer or an exceedingly high investigation check to figure that out.
Quickly, I say to everyone, when these guards come down here, we toss them in the pit.
I agree.
Okay. There's
the
still
point.
a hole in the ceiling.
Yeah, you can
Are we
hear
talking
from
about those
from
two?
above.
Or...
Oh, well, I'll just do Mold Earth again.
You just mold the earth back up.
Yeah. Wait, what happens if I... Man, I really don't understand Mold Earth. If I were to stop the spell...
I wouldn't stop it because you would just lose the dirt falling into the thing. I would just continue your concentration and shove it back up.
Is that how that works?
Give
I don't know.
me just a moment.
Because I'll just gone.
I'll do the same accent that Saffron was doing when he was disguised as a guard or whatever. It's like, man, I told you.
I told you
you
what?
the integrity of these here floors is absolutely tragic.
Are we?
Now we got a hole.
We're still
Someone's
disguised,
gonna fall
right?
in here. Huh?
We're still disguised, right?
We are, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's less of a. All right. Well, then I'm immediately just gonna like start pretending. I'm just gonna start acting like, man, I told you we gotta get one of them contractors in here.
Tell
I
you
told
what?
I've been
There's
trying
a
to tell
whole
them.
5-foot hole in the ceiling.
Yeah, man. I'd say it cubic. I'd say it's 5 cubic feet if I had to guesstimate.
And I sure did.
Man, I mean, these folks don't want to spend no money fixing their stuff. Now look what they got. They got a hole the size of a 5 cubic foot.
Dude, I went to the gas station yesterday to get some gummies, and I went in, and I'm usually, this is the gas station I always go to, and there's this super young guy who works there, and now there was a second super young guy who's working there now, and the roof, one of the tiles in the roof had just completely fallen out and water was like pouring in through it because it's been raining for like 2 days.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
And this poor young man was just like, I don't know what to do with this.
Put a bucket under it.
Super Meat Stick said, I better get that wagon out of my cattle's way now, you hear?
You heard?
Better,
You
better
heard?
call
Yarr.
somebody.
You'll need somebody to with.
Oh.
But no, I was checking out and he's like, man, I'm so happy you're here with me so I don't have to deal with this alone.
In
Dude, I just...
the trenches right now.
These little young gas station people, you were working at like 10 p.m.
All right, so I want to reiterate what I said to you all earlier. This map is not perfect. I barely even think good, but it's good enough for the moment.
Good
So,
enough.
here you are.
Wow.
You all
Wow.
are.
Ah,
What is this?
Oh no, dude, that actually looks pretty cool.
yeah, I
It
like...
looks cool, but it's not worth. It's not to scale.
It's
for
not
what,
accurate.
Yeah, it's not accurate to where we're at, but it's good enough to give you a sense of both scale and like conveyor belt, walkways, etc., etc. Just understand, like. Hold on, I'm gonna put this down.
This
so you
looks
guys
like a Bloons Tower Defense map.
This is not what I thought
It
this room
does.
would look like.
It doesn't. It's not. It's just the best I could find, given the circumstance. So, like, this whole area that I'm blacking out right now, like, you can walk on that.
Okay.
Y'all loading? Oh, there it goes. Sorry.
Okay.
Roll
So with
20
that-
being slow.
So with that said, there is this catwalk that goes up right here. Like, that is absolutely above where you're at. Like, there are catwalks that go around the room. There's the conveyor belts that go around the room. You get the point. To your back left is where people are funneling down the stairs, and they all have their swords drawn, and they're screaming at you, "What the hell's going on down here?"
Who wants to be invisible?
I will say you all are disguised currently.
Yeah, we are disguised, so...
So should we try to talk our way out of this?
Absolutely.
I will also note that, Rachel, you did get your arcane eye down there. If you want to continue looking around past what you've already seen, you're welcome to.
I'm going to.
Whether or not you're going to find anything more, I don't know.
That's okay. Because it is only like an inch big, so... I'm just, for the time being, it's kind of flying around that either looking for other like vents that are in there or seeing if there's any like space between the cannonball, because how big are they? Like,
They're roughly about 3 inches diameter.
okay,
So small, but 5 pounds.
I wonder if there's like inch wide holes between them to try and like tunnel through.
You can certainly try. Also, Felper, I'm laughing at your name change.
I'm trying to remember. There's like a lot more to it.
The whole thing.
Garcia de la...
Oh, that's
I'm
amazing.
working on it. There's more to it.
From Jose Luis Garcia de la Sagrada Familia Ruiz del Bosque.
Ole.
Ole!
Ole.
Okay, what's going on down here? I think that's
We're
where
trying to
Saffron
figure it
says,
out.
I
Hitler's
told you,
clogged.
I told you, we need the, right? Is that what you were yelling?
Yeah.
Felper, yeah.
Like, I'm just going to immediately pretend like, oh, yep, see, I told you. I pointed out that. I told you there was a little bit of light coming through that thing, and now, guess what? Now there's a whole lot of light.
So that is our response. Felper,
The
you do
big
the talking.
balls are going through where they're supposed to go.
And then we
Make a
things are gonna
deception
fall in here.
check.
Things are going to fall in here. People going to fall in here. They're going to mess up our cannonballs. People going to get hurt. You're going to break a leg. They're going to land on the magic stuff. Deception, you said?
Ce soir.
Yes. Dirty 20.
30-20. They kind of look at each other and look back at you like, I've heard nothing of this.
That's because they don't want to tell nobody nothing about anything. They won't spend money on what's broken, and now guess what? Now everybody's gonna know. As soon as someone falls in here, I tell you what, we got a real problem. We got a real problem.
AHR issue.
Listen, either you help us fix this issue, or I might just have to go and call Wizard OSHA.
Now, yeah, I'll take this up higher, but I don't want
This
this
is
getting
clearly
out.
a
Y'all gotta
violation.
keep this a secret. You didn't see this hole. It'll be patched up by this afternoon. But I tell you what, it's not going to be a pretty job.
One
We're
of them.
gonna have to get people in here overnight doing it with the lights on.
You first off, D&D King of the Hill is exactly what I was thinking.
Dang it, there's a hole in the ceiling.
You hear like slow footsteps coming down, and out comes someone looking across the room to you, who looks over the room and is like, "Strange. I was in this room earlier today, and I never experienced any structural abnormalities."
Well, it was up above you. I guess you didn't look up.
Oh,
Most people don't. That's how these things go unfixed for a long time, and then suddenly one day
Well, you're telling
you
me.
got a real problem.
Hold on, I'm sorry. You're telling me that you didn't experience the ceiling fallout? Well, it's only got to happen once for it to be a problem. Thank God you weren't down here when that happened.
Imagine something was up above.
You can use Majora. You got Ben luck if you need.
Thank you. I'm sorry, what was it? I have what?
Deception. Ben luck. It's a D4.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't think you have Bardic.
I technically still have that D10. I've never used it. Whatever that means.
I do not, because I used mine.
I'm sure I used mine, but I'm not sure.
It's gonna be
ballad about propane.
Oh wait, hold on.
Sorry.
Actually, I'm sorry. It's higher than that because I forgot to add my modifier. 27.
27.
Did you use Ben luck?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could take 3 off that, and you don't have to.
No, I mean if you use it, I take it off. It's all good.
The person is kind of like, he kind of looks over the room at you. I guess you have a point. Though, I have a strong feeling that Briggs would notice something like that. Interesting.
That's exact. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You
Clearly,
stay.
the feeling's not
you
strong
all stay
enough.
here. We're getting to the bottom of this right now. I'm gonna go get the big man. He turns around and starts walking away. And as he's doing so, he says to the 3 guards, "You keep these people right here. They are not allowed to leave."
So this is why nothing gets done around here.
I feel like we're being punished for no reason. We almost got murdered. How are we supposed to murder other people if we're getting murdered for being murderers? I mean, what?
As he's walking up the stairs, he just kind of looks over his shoulder and continues on.
You said a mouthful there, sister.
Yeah, darn tootin'. That's all I know how to say.
So who's going to start singing a ballad about propane and propane accessories?
I
I took that from Lee. That wasn't me.
Well, it burns clean, and it burns hot.
What does this
Oh,
button
shit.
do?
What is teleportation circle? Oh my god.
Do you just pick spells?
No, that's from Valdmar.
Sorry.
Okay, well, I would like
Hold
to, 1 second. I do have a solution to this problem, don't worry.
She has a solution.
I do. It's a pretty easy one. I just want to make sure I'm doing the thing right. 1, 2. How many are there? 3 of them?
Currently.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
Oh, excuse me. From the hole in the ceiling, plus down the staircase, you can hear the talking a little raised, but not enough to be like anger, more just like confusion coming from upstairs.
Okay. Wonderful. I look at the 3 guys, and I'm going to cast a command, and I'm just gonna say leave.
Okay. All three of them have to make
A
a
wisdom
wisdom
save. DC
What's
20.
it? DC 20. Highest one rolled a 13. One of them was a natural 1. It's literally,
job.
it is quite literally. Hold on, can I get the fuck on the die?
Let's see. It was a level 3 spell slot to affect all three of them, just so we're...
Uno.
All right. They all just kind of like glance at each other, shrug, and say, all right, we're the boss. And fuck right off.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we're OSHA, bitch.
Okay, well, that's not going to work for very long, so...
Okay, I don't know what the guy meant by the big man, but we cannot be here when he gets back.
Correct. Jenny, what were you saying?
Oh, I wasn't saying much. Whatever you guys do, Kev does as well. I'm gonna go get a drink.
What is my eye seeing? Is there any like platform or anything in this vat or vent or?
You do see along. It's a pretty large hopper, probably about 15 feet in diameter.
Yeah.
And so like there's the ceiling. It drops down about 25 feet.
Uh-huh.
So in this space, you see along the northern edge of it, there is a small catwalk.
Okay. What are the...
like...
We'll keep going.
No, that's it. It's just like, so people... You do see one door that leads out into and out of that catwalk.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know where it goes, but you do see it there. And you could tell that this is below the arcane bottle-shaped sphere, whatever you want to call it, of whatever force field is keeping you all in.
What is the possibility of falling into this thing and getting to the catwalk? Would you need like a rope to like swing?
There is currently no cannonballs in the vat because you guys emptied them.
Mm-hmm.
It is 25 feet straight down into the north, so your direction, straight back. Just for sake of reference, on this map, let me see, where's drawing tool?
How is the lighting in there?
Lighting is dim at best.
Wonderful. So I can fly.
I know. Yeah. So north is this way on the map.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys would have to drop down and swing backward.
Gotcha.
It's certainly possible if you wanted to try.
Okay. So I'm going to say, okay, so there is actually a catwalk in there that we might be able to get to. What is our ability to fly? I know I can.
I can as
have
well.
a broom.
You have a
I
broom.
cannot fly.
But a flume
My
can...
ring has flight.
Okay, so Jenny can take Saffron, you can fly, I can fly in there. And also this catwalk is below the ethereal bottle, so that's a good place to start at least. While this is happening, can I bring the eye closer to that door and see if see if it's sealed or if there's any like cracks around the door that it can get through?
You can, and there is not.
Okay, that's fine.
You do see it's grated.
Okay.
Those grates are currently peeled down, so you'd have to find a way to peel them back up so you can get through.
I'd like to try and jam my little eye against it, try and push it up.
Oh god, I'm just getting the mental image of taking an eye and trying to open something.
It's not an actual eye.
I know.
It's a little like physical ball of light. Okay. Cool. I think we need to get this thing open again.
Yeah, essentially.
Wait, why do we have to get it open again?
Because once the cannonballs fell through it closed back up.
Yeah. So we'd have to just open it again, jump in, and then fly to the
I will.
catwalk.
I will say that is currently empty, so you could climb in yourselves if you so chose.
Oh, we could also just sit in it. Is that enough weight? I guess so.
You can certainly try.
Okay.
I'll go sit in it.
Prepare to
Yeah.
fly.
Sit.
Cast our thingies.
How much does everyone weigh?
I think I weigh like
Oh,
130 pounds ish.
Okay, 130.
Are we including
135.
the weight of our packs?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
How
135.
much like a tall, skinny... What would a tall, skinny man weigh? I don't know min weight.
Yeah, I don't know, Felper. You
135 plus
How
86
tall is he?
pounds, according to my thingy.
How
He's
tall is Kev?
6'3".
6'3", and he's pretty skinny. 180.
180. Yeah.
Okay, that was my guess. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, 180 plus how much do you have on you, Jenny, in terms of like pack weight? It'll
got
be in your
The
it'll be
robes.
in your inventory. If you scroll down, it gives you a numerical.
Actually, says it right at the top.
It does. I thought you had to scroll down for it. Even better.
40 pounds.
40
Yeah.
pounds. So 220.
Did we count the 86.5
Yes, I did.
of my stuff? Okay.
I did actually. I promise. So
Saffron weighs a buck.
100 even. Okay.
Yeah.
Saffron weighs 100 pounds?
It's like 3.5 feet tall. And
Oh, I guess
Big
it's true.
fucking pack.
Is that
Um,
including your pack?
I don't even know what. It
It's in
says,
your.
it says weight carried 200 pounds, which seems fucking ridiculous.
I think that's wrong.
Maybe that's your
Maybe.
max carrying capacity.
I'm gonna go
My-
off on a limb and say that's wrong.
My pack weight is real fucking high because I've got a bunch of different weapons in there, so I know the hit dies for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're including my body weight and everything in my pack, I'm a total of 521 pounds.
All right. Do you guys want to describe this, or do you want me to do it?
You do it.
I think you know what's going on.
Yeah, you know what's
Better
going
than I
on.
do at this
We
point.
all have some capacity of flight.
Okay, so all of you like stand around talking amongst yourselves about who's gonna go first, how you're gonna open this thing, and you just see Cryotear just kind of like leap in and scream, "Jura!" as he cannonballs, pun absolutely intended, straight through the trap door. It had about a 200-pound limit,
Oh, what?
and then he clears with absolute ease. And it just, because of the
He's a
sheer
unit.
force of him diving through it, it is now just permanently stuck open.
You're welcome.
That's not great.
Just another problem to fix. I'll tell you what.
OSHA. Kev grabs Saffron and brooms away.
All right, straight down the hole.
Last time I was on this broom, there was a flash flood.
Yeah. I would like to is there anything nearby that I could potentially like jam in it to like make it close?
Give me an investigation check.
Good roll. Good roll. So good. I love this die. It's so good. 18.
First off, what die is it?
It is the moon one that you gave me.
Oh, I was hoping you would say that.
Yeah, of course. I pretty much
Secondly,
always
yes,
use
you
it.
find relatively close by, maybe like within a few feet, you find a crowbar.
Perfect. So I'm gonna jump in and then just because I know like my flight doesn't actually like super hold. It's like it's not super whatever, but like as I'm like slowly descending, just like push it up and like jam the crowbar in there so it looks like it's closed, and then guide myself to the thing.
Sure. Perfect. And Cryotear, how are you flying?
I'm expending 5 charges on Blackthorn to use flight or
Okay.
fly.
All right, all of you are like Kev holding Saffron on your broom, and Mischief on her own begin to like slowly those like feather fall down, and you see below you Cryotear just like. Have you ever watched the Naruto anime? Like the original Naruto, not Shippuden?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know when Sasuke grew wings that were literally hands?
Yeah.
That,
Gross.
but instead of them being actual hands, they are just like covered in this gelatinous ooze.
Well, actually, it is just a flying speed. Never mind. Yep, I can fly as easily as I want. Cool.
I was thinking
Either
like
way.
my hand, I touch my chest, and then two black sludge-like draconic wings pop out of my back, and I,
Essentially, yeah.
yeah.
It's fucking cool.
It's metal as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and you all land on this catwalk. You all have to squeeze in there, and as you start to pile onto it, you hear of metal really buckling beneath you, because you could get the idea that it wasn't made to hold this much weight at the same time.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
maintain your flight as best you can to not make it break.
Yoro, you need to get off. You're too heavy.
You just hear from below you.
No, you've been eating a lot, my man.
I want
It's all
to
the stress.
go over to where my eye is by the door and lift the thing. Like it's slats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can I lift it so there's there's enough space for the eye to go through?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do that and send the eye through.
Cool. Looking through this arcane eye, you find yourself in a almost black hallway. It is as dimly lit as it can be without being black. You get the idea that it is obviously subterranean, and you can't see the end of it. It just goes on into blackness for seemingly forever.
So it's gonna be forever. It's gonna
Or
go
it's
down.
gonna go down in flames. I was just listening to the bardcore of that.
I want to try the door. Is it locked?
It does take a nice pull. If you have a strength score of 10 at least, right?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah. So
14.
It takes a nice, but it comes free.
Cool.
And you are greeted by a seemingly black abyss extending into nothing.
So mischieful, like. Oh, also, we haven't even considered this, but Sovereign is also here.
Oh, true.
Oh shit.
Andy's.
Andy's, yeah.
Oh no.
We hold
I'm
their
assuming
hands as we gracefully. Andy's probably has something similar to.
Yandy's spider crawled down the wall.
Right.
And Severin used sheer force of will alone.
Wonderful. I'm glad that they have that ability.
He had a little rope and just
Yeah, he had a little rope.
was dragged.
I choose the
dragged
Bring
off
them.
by the broom. It swung. It was fantastic, actually.
Yeah, their tokens weren't on the map, so I completely did not even consider them.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
But okay.
Yeah.
Either way, open this door. I just picture her turning around and being like, "Well, all of our chips are on this one, so here we go."
Let's go. Hell yeah.
All right, let's go. For it.
Severin is gonna look down this hallway and be like, "I don't know where we are."
Again, accent. We are beneath the bottle and about to go into this mysterious hallway.
Can I walk in the hallway?
You can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the door is open.
Um,
I'm gesturing. I'm like, here you go.
As you walk into the hallway,
I'm
I
the
need
canary.
you to give me
You're the canary.
a nothing save, nothing happens.
Oh, nothing happens?
No, I'm just busting your balls. No.
Oh,
cool.
okay. Cool. So we enter.
Okay. You enter into this hallway, and as you do so, the door just creaks shut behind you. Just
I love these sound effects that just don't make it through Discord.
I know.
here I am trying my hardest, man.
I know.
You're doing so good.
Damned by audio.
It's
brain
not your
autofills.
fault. Yeah.
Let me see if I can turn off
Yeah, turn off the noise suppression.
I always forget that it's on, if I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm.
It is off, believe it or not. Huh.
No,
well.
it naturally, like, Discord itself has, like, its own...
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, well. So, the door creaks closed with a thud by itself. And you are left... Who here has dark vision?
Me.
I do.
Criteria, do you have dark vision? Oh, he doesn't, can't even hear me.
Criteria
Not
has
me.
no hearing.
Do I what?
Do you have dark vision?
I have devil sight.
Right. Thank you. So all of you can see through this darkness. It's just profoundly dark. And as you continue walking, 5 minutes passes. You turn to the left. 10-minute passes. You turn back to the right. But seemingly you were just walking aimlessly. There's no doors, there's no life, there's no seeming end to this just black hallway.
Can I make a... Just for flavor, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead,
I
please.
want to illuminate, because I have control flame. Can I make, like, a little... Can I make a little flame? Like a little...
Sure.
Yeah, you can hold it.
Yeah,
I
like
think.
the Human Torch snapping a flame onto his finger to use as like a lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Flame on.
Yeah.
Flame on.
And now that you can see more than just the black and white grayness that all of your collective dark visions allow you, you are greeted by an earthen tunnel. A featureless earthen tunnel seemingly carved out by, like, you're not even sure really what. It's just like, it's so seemingly random that a tunnel this long and this meandering would exist in this space.
Okay. I mean, it has to go somewhere, right?
Hopefully.
You
Be
continue
kinda
on?
odd. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I think, let me see.
What's going on down here?
What's going on down here?
Said, hey, what's
going on?
Said, hey, yeah. Okay, look.
It's a good song. I unironically love that song.
Unironically same.
Good one.
Okay, I think for my next trick, how many spell slots do I have here?
For my next trick.
For my next trick, I would like to cast, I think this will just perhaps help us. I'm gonna cast True Seeing.
True
True
seeing.
Seeing. Where for the next hour I can see secret doors hidden by magic and can see into the ethereal plane to a range of 120 feet.
Okay.
Where are the doors, Mitchie? Where's the secret doors? What'd we miss?
She a goddamn...
You see nothing
Dungeon
currently.
crawls with army knife. Sorry.
Nothing more is added to your vision yet. It is all, for a moment, you breathe a sigh of a mixture of relief and disdain that you know that you didn't miss anything, but also there's nothing more. Again, it's just a seemingly random meandering hallway, and it adds to the mystery of what the fuck is going on here. And so thus you continue. Down the hallway, maybe another 7 minutes before you start to see a light at the end of it. Kev, how long does Control Flame last? Conjure Flame, whatever it is.
That's a good ass question. It just says instantaneous.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that given it's such a small flame, you could hold it indefinitely because you're just using it as like a lighter kind of thing.
It's a cantrip. It doesn't do
Right.
any harm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But all flame requires oxygen. And you start to notice that your flame is getting noticeably dim.
Oh, so are we going down, like in Earth?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Perception check. That's a 10.
You notice along the way a slight decline, but not enough to be like pronounced. You didn't go down hundreds of feet, maybe about 10 over the course of a mile, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But as you're looking at your flame, what was once just a small, brightly lit, lighter-like flame of an untambered Zippo Chowski.
You know what's funny is I could also make this 5-foot cubic box.
The 5-foot inferno.
A cube of fire.
Listen,
Measuring fire in feet
fire
of
is
cubes.
fun.
At some point in the future, I want to run a one shot on the elemental plane of fire because literally everything is fire, and I think that's badass. Anyway,
It's fun.
I'm going to the fire grocery store later. Do you want any fire milk?
I heard it's pretty
God,
fire, man.
I just
Getting
want some
fire bread.
cinders.
Anyway,
Could I make a check as to why
Yeah, I mean,
why there's less oxygen in the tube? My guess is that whatever the light is at the end of the tunnel is burning oxygen, is consuming it.
Yeah.
But
okay. Sure. I'm either an investigation.
right?
I guess just investigation, yeah, or survival, I guess, or nature. I'm okay. Forget survival.
It's a weird ask.
Either investigation or nature.
Okay. Well, I know which one I'll pick if it's my choice. Ah, fuck. Well, okay. 16 investigation.
16 investigation. Your mind is starting to get a little fuzzy as you recognize the fact that your oxygen is running a little on the lower side. And therefore, you're not quite sure.
Okay. But I'm aware that
that
breathing is getting more difficult.
Every breath for all of you is feeling like it's less empowering than the last. There's like a baseline 100%, and right now you guys are breathing at like 73.
Ew. All right.
Hey, in the hospital, they put you on fucking oxygen for that shit.
Yeah.
So we either
Maybe a good old little eyeball that could go. Unless that's a whole spell slot. I don't want you to waste a spell slot.
I will say the spell lasts an hour, I believe, right? Arcane Eye?
But Arcane Eye, it exists for True Sight is only an hour. Arcane Eye, which is let's see, that is Arcane Eye also it is up to an hour, but it's also concentration, but I cast True Sight, so that's
okay,
not
fair enough. So
anymore.
the Arcane Eye is gone.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's
Oh,
not
I
as
can send my little man.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might send Juro. I'm like, Juro.
I have sight for up to
Stick a
120
salve.
feet though, if that helps anything, or like anything.
120 feet. Okay, so where you guys are currently, relative behind you about 45 feet was another sharp right turn.
Mm.
And in front
wow.
of you is a seemingly very long hallway, which Mischief, due to your true seeing, you can tell is about 130 feet long.
Cool.
To a bright light that, as you stand there looking at it, is getting progressively brighter.
Okay, I think we should move to this hallway. And I quickly direct everyone to back up to that hallway.
Cool.
This is giving Incredibles.
Hmm.
Back up to the hallway that you just turned from, or towards the bright light?
Hold on. So we made a turn? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You've about 45 feet behind you is a sharp right turn.
Okay, and that's where we
So-
just came from.
Down.
Okay.
Right, exactly. Directly in front of you is that bright light.
Okay, then never mind. I don't know. It's getting brighter though? Does it look like it's
Yes.
getting closer?
No.
Okay.
It just looks like it's getting brighter.
Is it hot? Is it hot at the end of this light? Like, are we? Do
See
we
how hot
feel
it is.
warmer than it was like 5 minutes back, or before we turned the corner?
It is currently pretty warm down here. You don't feel any noticeable change, though.
Okay, so
Mm.
okay, we might be able to progress, although the lack of oxygen is scary. Thank you, Sam, for the hydrate.
I will say, with your true seeing, as you take like 2 or 3 steps forward, kind of thing,
Uh huh.
and at the very end of the hallway, you do see almost like fading into existence, almost like if you're playing a video game and you pass over something with a scanner, it just kind of like molds in. You see a doorway in the ethereal, just kind of like in on the left side.
So, I'm sorry. I think you made a sound effect that I didn't hear. It whooshed
Just like a
in.
whoosh, like yeah.
You're just gonna have to say the sound effects.
I know,
No,
like
just
whoosh.
the door
Like
opens
whooshed
with
in.
whoosh, and the door goes creak.
And then Jenny goes,
And the door goes.
"I love you, Jen. I'm sorry."
Okay,
It
but
was
so I can see the door.
yes,
Okay, there is a door ahead.
it is 80 feet in front of you,
It is 80 feet in front of me,
towards the bright light.
towards the bright light. That is not hot and currently does not seem aggressive against us. Unless I'm misreading something that you haven't explained.
No, so far so good.
Okay, so far so good. What do we think, team? There's an ethereal door. I don't know how we'll be able to get into it per se, but perhaps closer investigation will assist.
I guess let's take a closer look.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. I was
I don't
just
much
thinking,
wanna
actually.
Sorry, I don't much want to keep walking towards that bright light. I think I'm gonna pass out.
You're good. Obviously,
Well, that's where it
regular,
is.
naturally created fire uses oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't magically created flames be magical and therefore immune to the need for oxygen?
Believe it or not, in D&D, they are specifically noted to still abide by actual physical boundaries.
Huh. Bummer.
Aren't you the
So,
rules
like,
maker
you
makes up the
can't-
rules?
Fun thought.
You can light a fire underwater, but it will go instantly out.
But
Like,
that's some bullshit because my fire doesn't burn.
it still uses oxygen to power itself, though.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Hmm.
essentially manipulating the oxygen in the air to create the spark necessary. You're essentially a living candle.
I don't like that because it can't actually burn things. Like it says like, oh wait, oh you know. It says non-magical flame.
Okay. So
So
if it
it's
was a
just
magical flame, it would be immune to that?
Right.
Maybe.
So, like how a fireball underwater is more like a depth charge.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's more like a concussive blast that does fire damage because reasons.
Yeah.
hmm
Yes, yes,
Sure.
yes. Okay.
Sure.
Well, you know, if no answers available. I'm just gonna put out the fire and walk straight.
Okay.
And I'm gonna canary it up.
Right. Squawk.
Okay.
If Kev stops squawking, we all have to run.
That's it. That's it.
I mean, honestly, yeah. Let's see if I pass out.
As you all get within about 75 feet of the end, I'm sorry, 65 feet. So you've traveled about 30 feet, 20 to 30 feet.
Breathe slow, everyone.
The bright light at the end starts to get significantly brighter, and you all are blasted with a nice warm breeze that blows over you. And as you continue to stand in this breeze, it does continuously get hotter.
Okay, but it's still not like when you say nice warm breeze, is that like a nice day on the beach, or is it like the asshole of the sun? Like what is? I need the range.
So-
Is this dangerous? Because right now I feel like this is dangerous, but I'm not getting danger, and I'm confused.
So it starts off as standing on the beach, and a warm tropical breeze comes through. So noticeably hot, but not necessarily bad.
Pleasantly warm.
And then it very quickly escalates to like a, wow,
We're standing
Yeah.
in front of an open oven.
you're standing. Very good way of putting it, yeah. And it doesn't seem to have any current means of slowing down.
All right. I'm gonna be real, guys. Like, I finished my semester. My ability to critically think here is like 0. So, I believe in you guys.
Okay. Yes.
This is giving like danger rating like 10 and 3 at the same time.
Danger rating is chill. I mean, we could. I've got to. If we want to wait, I could send Juro out forward, and
What if
Just have
Churro
him-
gets like murdered?
I
Is that a
can, I can
thing?
do, I can do
Then
my
when he
little
comes back
spectral.
tomorrow,
He comes back. Okay, if Churro's good for it, then yeah, I think that's probably the safest bet then for all of us, because we don't come back
Oh
tomorrow.
wait. I have resistance to fire damage because of that helmet. So I could go
Okay.
in there too.
do you want to go?
I could go.
Is it
Also,
I hope you
resistance
know-
or immunity?
Resistance.
Okay, send
So-
Churro. Send Churro.
Okay.
When Churro says that it's okay, but hot, then we send resistant boy. Then after that, if you get there and it's still okay, then the rest of us go.
Okay.
Got
okay.
it?
Good
Alright.
plan. Good plan.
You gotta test the water. There's...
There's no
As
wall
said, my
codes
ability to
too
critically
hot.
think down the toilet.
Jen,
I'm
you
okay.
just come along for the
absolute-
ride. It's good.
I am
We'll
just
say- okay.
existing.
You're all good.
Well then, yeah, right. Saffron's gonna squat down, like give Churro a little fist pump, little pound it, and
While he's
Got
doing
this,
that, Shiro's gonna look and be
sir.
like,
just take a little walk,
Just-
and if it gets too hot, just turn around, turn around.
Churro just kind of looks up at you and gives like a spider-like nod, and before skittering along the ground.
Yeah.
As he
Skelenerd,
gets
once
closer,
again, thank you so
see
much
No
for the raid.
abject change
What's up, everyone?
in his little demeanor.
I think yeah. Saffron goes, hold me,
I'm
and
going
as
to
I
type
go
correctly.
into Churro's senses, I like fall into whoever's next to me.
Oh shit! What happened?
Nothing.
Saffron just kind of
Alright.
leans up against
I'm just being dramatic.
a bard. No.
Yeah.
Look at my spelling abilities.
So-
Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing?
Peering
So now
through,
I'm-
Welcome,
yeah.
everyone.
peering through Churro's senses. It's actually the same temperature.
We're investigating a
here is where you guys are.
mysterious light that we
He's
literally have
kinda
no
about 15
choice
feet
but
away
to
from you at this
investigate.
point, so he's not too far ahead.
Because we're in
Yeah.
between the
Noticeably
rock
far
and a
ahead
hard place.
based on
The
this,
rock.
like,
Between the rock
length of this
Johnson
tunnel.
and hard
And-
place. Here we go.
no, it's still getting progressively hotter, but the rest, it still is just as hot as what it is on your current body as where he is.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'll
We can walk up.
yeah. I'll just. I mean, I'm gonna have Churro keep walking forward until something changes a little bit more dramatically.
So I will say, up to this point, it's been the 5 of you, the 4 of you plus Severin.
Mm-hmm. And
And
Yandy's.
out of the shadows,
Okay.
Yandy's kind of like pops up next to you. Almost,
What's up, dog?
and is like, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here right now.
Oh, thank you for the warning. Why?
Cannon!
It is
Run!
the Incredibles. Let's go. Five.
Okay.
Cannon time!
We can't run. This is our canon event.
That's pretty good.
As she says that, you see the bright light on the end of the hallway turn into a blinding, just raging inferno of blue and white flame that just starts
Oh.
kind of like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh down the hallway in wisps as the air in this area becomes exceedingly hot as the conflagration reaches all of you. All of you need to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Conflagration?
Conflagration, thank you. Say that 10 times fast.
You said con save?
Yes.
Oh, that was
You
good
do
too.
take you do get a bonus of Chowski. What's your con or charisma modifier?
Yeah, everybody, since you're within 10 feet of me, you get a +5 to your saving throw.
Oh shit.
Oh, cool. That actually does.
That brings me to 21.
21. Okay.
27.
27, 26,
Ditto, 27.
15. Okay. 15 was the DC.
Oh,
Okay.
yay. Cool, I rolled a 10 originally.
You all take 3d20 halved.
Okay.
Would it be quartered for me because I have resistance to fire?
Yes. Let's see. 17 plus 20, 28, 32. You take 16 points of fire damage. Chowski,
8.
8. Yeah, 8.
16
as
on health.
these
Nice.
as this fire begins to like jettison in waves down the hallway, and there you can either run forward towards the door or you can run backward the way you came.
Wait, run towards the fire or away from the fire?
Towards the fire and to the left is the doorway that you can see in the ethereal.
Oh, let's go there.
That sounds like the smarter option, honestly, because if we keep going back, the fire's just gonna keep blasting.
Because we're
us.
closer to that door, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you're about 25 feet away at this point.
Okay, then bolt for the door.
Bolt for the door.
Yeah, I guess can Churro see it?
No, no,
Okay.
because he's
Oh, because it's ethereal.
the only
Okay.
person who can see it currently is Alaris.
Okay. All right. Well, then I guess we'll. Yeah, I guess I'll follow. Actually, I'm gonna snap out of Churro's senses. Start fucking sweating. And running behind Mischief.
All right. As you guys get closer, this bright light begins to just shine ever brighter to the point where all of you, once again, need to give me a con saving throw.
We still have that +5.
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
For me, that is a 24.
I rolled
24?
the same thing. So 27.
27?
I rolled the same thing.
13.
16.
We all succeeded, I think.
Hilariously, the DC was 16.
By the way, Mitchie isn't railroading this.
Yes!
Beat.
You all are able to shield
we
your
kind
eyes
of put
just
ourselves
in
here.
time as one like pulse of light comes out of this revving. It is just one exceedingly blinding light that you just shield your eyes from. You avoid being blinded for a day.
Oh, that's good.
Ah,
Christ.
And you make it to the door. All of you need to give me a dex saving throw at this point.
Yep.
Yes, you do get the +5.
19.
19,
30, 20.
30, 20,
24.
24,
24.
19.
20,
19.
20, 20 quattro. There you go.
I'm gonna say that Mischief,
Mm.
you're probably the most well versed in running your fool ass away from situations that are hot.
Mm.
No pun intended. And you get to this door first, and as you're not even sure it's going to work, but you reach forward to reach for this doorknob in the ethereal, and it just flings open in front of you as you jump in. And the rest of you all file in behind her with Kev, what was your roll again? 19, right?
19, yeah.
As Kev is the last one to jump in, as a roaring inferno just rockets down the hallway in, again, blue and white flame before calming down. It specifically does not go into the ethereal. So the doorway remains open, and you can watch as this fire goes past it, but it goes past it harmlessly.
Fantastic. Bye. I love that scene. Sorry.
And yes, that was based off The Incredibles.
Nice.
Fucking saw it coming. Love it. Da-na-na-na-na. Sorry.
Inside this room,
I need to play it. I need to play that music now. Gonna get copyright struck. Keep going. Sorry. Bless you.
thank you.
Actually,
Inside this room are bones. A lot of bones.
oh,
It's pretty par for course at this point.
Okay.
Us stumbling upon a room of bones?
In the
Who would've
ethereal
thought?
plane.
A bone room.
The room gives me a boner.
No.
Anyway,
No.
what is it? No, I'm listening to music. I don't want to hear your boner jokes.
Fun
Down,
game.
down. Made a boner joke.
Yeah, this is the songs what we're listening to.
Someone clip that, please.
Made a boner joke.
Boner joke! Boner joke! Most of them are singed,
Yo,
and
Scorched bones.
Squishy, thank you so much for that sub. I hope your day is
look
amazing.
like they have been
Thank you
here
so
for a while.
much.
Most of them are like partially disintegrated,
Mhm.
and that's all you can see in this room. It's not particularly huge. It's only maybe about 10 by 10.
Can I go bone rummage?
Yeah,
Sure.
I think Saffron's just gonna kind of like kick a path in the bones. Start knocking bones around.
Okay. Both of you
Are
can
there-
give me investigation checks if you want.
Are there any other
Oh,
doors
shit.
or passages into or out of this room other than the door we just went in?
No.
I want to rummage some bones. 14.
14. What specifically are you looking for, Jen?
Think of like early that we just started gaming together in the world of D&D, and I just said I look for shiny. Kev is just kind of looking for thing that ain't bone.
That's fair enough. With a 14, given the fact that all of these are charred bone, you do see a couple with gold teeth.
Ooh,
19
Ooh.
investigation.
Take that.
19
Take it.
investigation. What are you looking for specifically?
I don't think Saffron was actually deliberately looking for anything. I think he probably is just sort of. If he does find anything, it's just sort of by accident, while kicking bones around. I don't think Saffron's looting. I think he's just clearing
Oh,
a
I
path
wasn't
for
either.
himself.
By the way.
I get it. Kicking around, kicking your brains all around the floor. You
He
don't
waits
really.
for love.
There's nothing there. It's just bones, man. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate it. The title of the clip that Lee just made is Moochie's Got a Boner XD.
Great.
Wonderful.
Great. Something about this room just bricks me up, dog.
He says in non-Spanish.
That is a phrase.
Yeah, that was out of character.
He just really bricks me up, man. Huh?
Everything about this
I mean, it
room.
bricks me up, motherfucker.
What does that mean?
I'm down bad. These bricks are so bony, or whatever.
So, what do you guys want to do?
I mean,
I gotta go get my laundry real quick.
you
Go
just said it's a room full of bones and there's nothing here. But I mean, do we see any sort of like another entrance, or is there?
No, Chowski asked the same question. No, this is the only entrance to in and out is the one that you came through.
Okay, I guess I'll start feeling the walls, for like cracks or seams or some way in, because stuff died in this room, but the fire does not reach the room. It doesn't pass through the ethereal. So Saffron's like, how did these guys die if the fire can't reach them?
They died some other way.
Is there
This music got
Like-
intense.
a little viewing window anywhere looking into the hallway so we could see when the thing is not?
Yeah, how much should I take from my knowledge of Syndrome's secret lab in The Incredibles to put towards knowledge of what this facility looks like?
I'm sure Mischief has watched that movie many times.
Uh-huh. Yes.
You caught me monologuing.
You sly dog.
You sly dog.
I will say, looking at the door, even in the ethereal, yes, there is a sliding hole through it, like a
Is
peephole. if you will.
there? Wait a minute.
And while this is happening, Saffron, you could absolutely give me an investigation check along the walls if you want to find like secret
Okay.
doors in and out.
Well, secret doors.
Well,
I have
that
true
was my
seeing.
initial
Can I
th-
see anything?
True seeing. Yeah.
Oh, all right. I point out the
There's-
secret doors.
Good point. There is you see one brick in particular that like sticks out like a sore pink green thumb. Yeah, it is
Pink green.
It's-
Fairly
it
Odd
is-
Parents?
it's-
Sorry.
Very Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents!
It's I'm gonna say that just for the sake of keeping with it, it's glowing green in your vision.
Wonderful. Yeah, I go check it out. Check it out, check it out.
Saffron, you're kind of like you're near it, just kind of like feeling the walls, being like, I can tell that there's something over here. Is
I'm close.
Mischief
If I were
just
to
kind
put
of
a
comes
door, I
over.
would put it here.
You're on a wall. You're kind of like really close to it. You're like, and she kind of like just shoves you aside.
I'm doing that like open mouth cat sniff.
Talk to you later,
You know,
Squishy.
like,
Jeez. Maybe the player Sparkle is about to pop.
And as
Just rock this
as she
campaign. I
does
sure
that,
freaking
on
do.
one of the walls
Sam.
just opens, and as that happens, I'm gonna say that when you're in the ethereal, there's just like a faint gray glow around everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not enough. It's not like the Shadowfell where it's everything is black and gray. It just like there's just like a pervasive like green or gray tint to everything. As that wall opens, that gray tint goes out almost like water out of a bottle. And you are left feeling normal? As normal as the rest of a lot of you can. As you stand in this words, excuse me. I coughed, hiccuped, and brain farted all at the same time.
Sounds
I
about
think
right.
you just took a screenshot.
I'm pretty sure my body just 404'd.
Yeah,
So-
you just switched to vibrate.
You just blue screened, my guy.
Anyway, as you stand in this bone-filled room that just feels exceedingly normal now, given the circumstances, with a sliding door that leads out into another long hallway, though this one you can see turns to the right and is slightly more brightly lit than the last one.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, given the fact that Cryoteer obviously knows how cannons work,
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
would it be reasonable to say that what we just saw before we got into the charred bone room is an exhaust port of some sort related to the cannon?
Give me an investigation check. Or, I'm sorry, give me just a straight intelligence roll.
Yeah, like was the cannon just fired?
That is a 19.
Yeah,
sir.
that's what I'm kind of getting.
The answer is yes.
So
yeah,
we're
Larry's like she seemed to know what the fuck's going on.
Could we
I'm gonna go grab a
Luke
beer,
X-Wing
I'll
the
be
Death
right back.
Star it?
I gotta pee and put my plate away.
Oh, okay, a break.
Let's take a 5-minute break. We'll be right back.
Surprise.
I'm gonna go put my coffee mug downstairs because your boy drank coffee at 9 o'clock at night because he's smart.
Nice.
Hmm. Yeah.
I think it just got gabooshed. Gabash.
The thing that's so interesting about that is because we were supposed to have like 12 hours to figure it out. So that could be a test fire or
Yeah.
something. Because the moon needed to be in the right place and we definitely haven't like it was still daytime. Like when we got into that last room.
So
So they can't fire at the moon if it's daytime.
right. Would time not be better spent, let's say, sabotaging the cannon itself?
I think that's kind of where we're at. I think we should sabotage the cannon. I mean, our original plan was to like aim it at the facility or try and like
But
change its like thing.
Thinking
Mm-hmm.
like an exhaust pipe. If you just fuck with it, it backfires.
Yeah.
And then essentially we get the same result without as much effort.
That's true. That's true. I mean, here's the thing: is the exhaust pipe also leads all the way back to that vat of those like cannonballs. That if something touches them, they explode.
It sounds like having
Right?
to reroute the entire tunnel, which
Well, I mean, I don't know.
and the cannon still gets shot. The exhaust, that would be the aftermath, right? It's
Yeah, like the exhaust is it would have to shoot like again we could if we had if they shot off another like test one and the exhaust was fucked up then yeah. So we should
I don't
do
know
some.
if they need another test one. I think we just had our test one.
I mean, we're like, again, I don't know if we tell if something went wrong and they needed another test one or something. Like, I don't know, we could, if we can manipulate the results of that test or like pretend that it didn't go well, they would set off another fake one, which would then fuck up their exhaust thing because we sabotaged it. We would have to do that while we're here sitting next to it, though,
I'm kind of in the realm of thought that we should just fuck up the cannon and then it can't shoot.
I'm kind of in that same, like, again, I'm kind of in this, like, space where it's like there's options. I don't really know what the best one is. I just know that
I don't know what the fuck to do with any of this, so
again, it feels weird because it's been so drawn out that it feels like our goals are a little all over the place. But
yeah.
The main one, I know you don't care about the gods, but the main one for me and my sister and whatever this plot line is to not, like, to save Selune from getting destroyed. Because if you destroy the moon, I mean, there's other problems with destroying the moon other than saving the god, but...
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I just think the best
but that's
way
my motivation.
for it to not do that
Yeah.
is, like, okay, if you put a fucking hole in a cannon, I don't know if it shoot right.
No, it's true. It's true. I think like worst case scenario, like destroying the cannon itself is like that should be just like the priority. If we can find a way to use the cannon to destroy the citadel, that would just be like a plus because it's going to destroy everything anyway.
Because my thing is, I've got reverse gravity,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like 100 feet diameter
Yeah.
that I can do that with.
Yeah.
We can just float the fucking cannon and chuck it off the side of the mountain.
I mean, we also don't know how big the cannon is. Like, if it's bigger than 100 feet, then it might not work.
Push it somewhere
Just
else.
push it somewhere else.
Like, I think we're overthinking it maybe just a bit.
I mean, I don't think we're overthinking it. I think, like, we kind of just keep getting confused. Like, again, like...
Let's stop trying to go for gold and maybe go for bronze. And if we get gold, we get gold. I don't think we have any purpose to be here. Maybe a little bit of a purpose, but I really don't think that
we can't really go. I mean, being here is by the cannon. We can destroy the cannon where we're at. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're in the right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're in the right place. We are by the cannon. We've made it to the cannon. We're outside of the bottle-shaped dome thingy. So that's good.
Cool.
I don't think there's anything more complicated than just, like, I mean, I don't know. We're just destroying the cannon. Part of our thing, Cryo Tier has the goal of destroying the citadel. That's what using the cannon to destroy the citadel
as I said, that's gold. That's
that's just the character motivation. I just want to save my god. I just want the moon to not be destroyed. I don't care how that happens. Metaphysically, but still, like, again, it applies. Whatever.
I know.
Like, I feel like this is taking too long, which is why it feels like it's overcomplicated. But, like, it's just like, I don't know. Don't destroy the moon. Kill all of these people. I don't know. They kind of all need to be destroyed. They're a terrorist organization. Like,
yeah, no, I'm not denying that. However, I'm not an extra credit student. If we get the extra credit and it happens, that's great. I do not care if we fucking murder every single person in this facility.
Thelpy, I just noticed your shirt.
I love
got
that
it.
shirt.
I got it.
That's good.
Thanks. I got it in Spain.
Real talk.
I like it.
Yo, dude, I've been in Spain all day.
Sam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, without the S.
Wow.
España. Not the E.
Did you know what Spain or Spanish
Oh,
is
you're
in
on. I have to
Italian?
freaking do it. I have to do it. I have to just commit.
Español.
Spagnolo, but close.
Spagnolo.
Spagnolo.
I didn't know that.
Today you learned.
Hi, Dad.
Oh, Monty's
Spagnolo over these nuts.
Spagnolo these
Oh,
nuts.
look at that little baby.
White people dab. White people dab. Anyway. All right. Shall we continue?
Yes.
So, as I said, this hallway this room that you're in almost drains of its gray tint until it feels utterly normal as the doorway that Mischief found the secret brick to, if you will, opens
Secret tunnel.
through the mountain.
Secret brick.
How ironic.
Secret tunnel.
Yeah.
Cryotier. You had specifically noted wanting to look at the door to see if it had any grates. As well as you had checked to see if this was an exhaust port.
Yes,
Both of
because yeah.
Both of which were correct.
Would we be able to Luke Skywalker X-wing in the exhaust port this? Directed charge into the exhaust port, blow it up from the inside.
You could certainly try.
Alright, do we have anything that we could do that with?
Does anybody have any explosives on them?
I have
don't think so.
fireball and delayed fireball. Scroll.
Oh yeah.
Delayed fireball, I think, is 1 round, though.
Oh. Just
6 seconds.
Okay. Are we looking to like put the metaphorical potato inside the car exhaust type situation?
That's what he's suggesting, yes.
Oh.
I mean, when it don't work, just tell me, mold earth, I can just throw fucking stone down.
And he's on tough mode right now.
This is true.
What cannot be solved by throwing a fucking 5-foot rock at it?
Just a clod of mud. Like, I
My
got
other
that.
question is how I know how like fire damage works. Obviously, there's fire, it burns stuff. Like electrical damage, it's like a shock. What would thunder damage be characterized as?
Concussive.
Concussive? Would I be able to shatter? Find a weak point in the internals, cast shatter at the highest level I can, which is 3rd. See what happens.
What are you trying to cast shatter on?
The internal components of the cannon, because I determined that the fiery light bullshit that we just escaped by going into the charred bone room is the exhaust port of the cannon.
Okay.
So I'm trying to Luke in the X-Wing on the Death Star exhaust port this.
I'm very much picking up what he's putting down.
Yeah.
You would have to walk out into the original hallway
Mm-hmm.
and walk towards the space.
Source of the
And then you could go from there.
Sounds
Would
very
I-
risky.
Upon observing the hallway through this little thing that was in the wall,
Yeah.
would I be able to determine if the fire and light bullshit is like continuously like pulsing, or if there's points where it shuts off shortly and then comes back?
As of right now, it is died back to its original spot and is staying as such for the time being.
Okay. I'm gonna go check. But the second it starts heating up again, I'm gonna go back into the room. So I don't die.
Be very careful, big man.
I'll try.
Does anybody else have anything they would like to do at the moment before I continue on with him?
I guess.
Oh no, dog.
I guess I would. Yeah, I am curious as to how these guys died if the flame couldn't pass through the ethereal. So could I make like an insight or some sort of check on the bones to see if I could figure out how it is that these people died?
Give me a survival check. Mischief, do you have anything?
At this point in time, no.
Okay.
23 survival.
23. Jenny, anything?
I'm looking. I mean, I can do the same thing as Felper. I don't have anything that can really help here, I don't think.
From as you start to like look over the bodies or bones, you hear from your pocket, "Are we leaving yet? Are we going to find my owner?
Yeah.
But where is he? We've been traveling for hours."
He's gotta be somewhere, right?
"Oh, but I miss him so much. Please find him soon."
Yeah, I miss him too.
You knew him? What was his name? I don't
know.
remember.
Me neither.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
I know, right?
And you, from your pocket, you hear a sigh coming from a piece of wood.
It's gonna be okay, Marmar.
Delpy.
Yeah.
Jenny, you can give me a survival check too. But I'm
Okay.
going to let you know that Felpy already passed. It was a 19,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
19 on the die, 23 total.
23 total, yeah. You gather that from looking over these charred remains, you kind of see in the doorway going, where the ethereal, you had
Ow.
entered into the ethereal was. You see a little, char marks of, bodies being dragged in. And you look at the door, and you see that there's an eye hole. And you remember the fact that while you were in the ethereal, you were fine. And then once the other door opened, the ethereal went away.
Oh. So are we no longer protected from the blast
Correct.
in this room?
As long as the door is open.
Close the door.
This second secret one, right?
No, the second secret one is fine. It's the main door that goes out into the hallway.
Oh, into the fire. Okay.
That I went through.
Yeah.
So I'm
not
gonna.
gonna be that cruel. Give me just one more second, Chowski.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to you, and then you're all mine for 10 minutes.
Ooh.
I was just gonna say I'll close the door, but before I close the door, I'm gonna say, when I knock on the door, open it up quick so I can pop back in.
Cool. As he closes the door, you look at it, you see the open, and it dawns on you. The denizens of this were using this to test what the exhaust flames of this cannon going off would do to people if they got to them. They would take prisoners, shove them out into the hallway, let them roast alive, open the door, pull their bodies in, and examine them.
It seems as though the people of this place didn't understand that high temperatures would burn people. And so they had to conduct gruesome experiments. I do
love how
not
you're
wish to become
saying
the
this
next one.
while petting a cat.
Yeah,
So cute.
it's a little meta. She is digging her nails into my arm meat right now.
Maple does the same thing.
Question
Full-blown
before you-
evil genius moment.
Before you switch over, can I ask a
Hit me.
game question?
Sure. What's up?
Teleportation circle is not like you teleport a circle worth of people or whatever to somewhere else, it's like they get displaced. I'm confused by this spell.
Let me look it up really fast, and I will give you a better answer. Teleportation circle 5e.
I only ask because we could put one on the other side, and then Chowski Cryo wouldn't have to knock and wait on us. Like, he could just, like, zip, zap, zoop back in.
I don't think you need to spend that spell slot on that. I think it's a good
one.
idea. Oh, is it? Well,
It's done through the wand.
gotcha.
Okay.
Wait, what does that wand give you?
A lot.
Delayed fireball and teleport. Oh wait, it gives you 2. Ow, my, it
No,
feels like you're
delayed
going-
fireball, I found the scroll for that.
Oh, right.
Okay. So teleportation circle. You can create a permanent location once per day, and that is your quote-unquote home base. Cool.
Okay.
And then at any point during that day, or subsequently until you move it, you can cast the spell teleportation circle to draw a circle on the ground and bring anybody within that circle to that home base as long as it's on the same plane of existence as you.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
That's
So
So we
cool.
don't need to come back here later.
No, we don't. I was just curious, because, yeah, anyway.
Let's say you are in Phandalin and you draw a circle in Harbin's house because fuck it, you want to screw with him.
Because
Yeah.
fuck Carbon, yeah.
And then you go all the way out to the Sea of Fallen Stars. And you're like, shit, I want to go fuck with Harbin again. You can cast teleportation circle, go back to Harbin's place, fuck with him for a few minutes, and then go back.
Oh, that's cool. Alright, cool. Anyway, carry on.
Wait, the last line in this spell. You can create a permanent teleportation circle by casting this spell in the same location every day for a year.
Yep.
Like, that is dedication I don't have in my
Yeah,
life.
damn.
I
Could
will
have done it during COVID.
right. I will say, Jenny, that this spell costs 50 GP every time you use it. I know that money is of no consequence to you, but I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
So prior to, sorry to keep you waiting, but
We.
Here we
you're
go.
all. Here we go, satellite radio, y'all getting here with the.
All right, so upon the door closing, I go out into the hallway.
Mhm.
It's that like warm tropical climate type temperature right
It's
now, correct?
noticeably cooler now, actually. Significantly cooler. Not frigid, but like a nice cool breeze.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a dichotomy versus where you were before.
Gotcha.
In the same space.
Okay. So I'm going to look into the exhaust port, since I'm assuming it is no longer bright and flashing, correct?
Right now you are greeted. It's still white and blue. It's like a blue with a white tinge to it. You can see now that it's a cylindrical space.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers, Sam. You see now there's a cylindrical space, and you were seeing the far end of it as it loops around. It is tiled, with white grout on blue tile. That ascends upward, and as you get closer, you can see that it just keeps going up.
All right. Would I be able to take a look-see and see if there are weak points within that cylinder?
You're not close enough to really tell yet. So
So I'll move closer to
Okay.
then do it.
It's about 35 feet from the door to the end of the hall.
Okay.
Are you going all the way to the end, or are you stopping short?
Um, I'll get as close as I can without going into it. To start, at least.
Okay. So 10 feet, good? 10
Yeah,
feet to the end?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that works.
Last question. Are you doing this stealthily, or are you trying to maintain, or are
Well,
you just, like, really...
we're alone down here, though, right?
As far as you can tell, yes.
All right. I'm not gonna necessarily be stealthy about it, but I will keep my wits about me.
Okay. You
Like,
cautiously...
yeah, I'm not gonna be like clang, 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 walking down, but
Give me a stealth check just for the sake of reference, but we'll go from there.
19.
19. Okay. So, like you said, you're not trying to be stealthy, but you are definitely being careful of your footfalls so that they don't echo.
Yeah.
And you are successful in that.
Okay.
Um, and as you get close to the end of the hallway, you get to that 10 feet to the end, and you kind of like gaze out and up, and you see that there is just a massive iron, like, for lack of a better word, cannon. Think a Civil War style cannon pointed straight up inside a hollowed out mountain, where the first 100 feet up is a cylinder of blue tile with white grout. Think you just stepped into a Persian home, like that white on
Like a
lapis.
bathhouse.
Like a bathhouse, yeah. And you see there's not a lot of machinery going on into it. But you do see below it there is
There's like a
Whoopsie.
loading port for
You ever
those
go to
ethereal
open something
cannonballs
else
to go
and
in,
you
right?
accidentally
Getting there.
open up TikTok?
Okay.
You
Because that's
see
what
below
happened.
it that there is a platform
Just like auto TikTok.
that is
Okay.
on two hydraulics, where you can see that there are a variety of robots, actually, Warforged specifically, that are carrying what look like satchels up and onto this platform. And you watch them place them down almost like they're laying bricks
Okay.
before they skitter out and go. There are two corkscrew type like ramps and walkways that go up and around until they reach the flat ground up above about 100 feet up. I will say that
Okay.
all of them are on wheels. They do not have feet, they have wheels specifically. If you watch the current season of Critical Role, think FCG, but significantly taller, significantly bulkier, and they are not yellow.
I have not, so I'm just gonna assume big, broad-shouldered robots
Yeah.
on, I'm assuming, a singular wheel in the middle.
Think Bender, less cartoon, more wheel instead of flag. And no, you're not
Gotcha.
biting his shiny metal ass.
I'm gonna do it. No.
Do it.
To the side, on the side that you are in, you do see the shadow of a conveyor belt, as you can kind of like just peer over the side and see there are cannonballs, kind of like the side of the cannon itself is open. And you can see cannonballs being dropped into that from this conveyor belt.
Okay. Is there any way for me to see what's in the satchels?
From where you are, I'm going to say no. It's a
Okay.
solid 75 feet from you currently.
Okay, I'm gonna try and make my way. Now, seeing that there's all these robots going around, I'm going to stealthily move closer so that I can try and determine what's in those satchels, see if it's something useful I could use to break shit.
Okay. I will
Break
say
Shit by
that,
Limp Bizkit is playing in my head currently while I'm on this adventure. I hope you know that.
fun fact, I fucking hate Limp Bizkit. Like
Wow.
if I could take any band out of the 90s and annihilate it from the collective existence, Limp Bizkit is 100% it.
Okay.
It's just one of those days.
What about from the 80s?
No, it was the song that is exclusively about rape for me.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that was a thing. Yeah, no,
No,
fuck that song.
just absolutely not. Lost me entirely on that. Moving on.
Fair. So, anyways, I'm going to try and stealthily move down the hallway to see if I can see what's in the satchels and if it's useful, potentially take one of them with me.
Okay, I will say that you are the only living thing at the bottom of this area,
Hmm.
and you stick out quite heavily on blue and white.
I'm
As
still disguised, though, right?
yeah, but there is nobody else down here.
Okay. Would I be able to cast darkness on myself?
Are you sure you want to do that?
I mean, I can see through it.
Let me put it this way. You can hear talking above you as it echoes throughout this chamber. You're not alone in here.
Okay.
Any major changes to the area would be very
Would be
quickly
noticeable.
noticed. Yeah.
Okay.
Stealth. You're old Ben in the tractor beam room right now.
Gotcha. Okay. So
I love how
ra-
Rachel's muted through all this.
rather than moving up,
Damn,
I'm
I was
going
just
to
laughing and listening.
redirect my attention to the cannon.
Mhm.
I want to try and inspect it the best I can to see if there are physical weaknesses from, at the very least, the outside.
First, give me another stealth check to see if you can get underneath it quickly enough for nobody to notice you.
18?
18. You dart across the room as silently as you can. You are unsure if anybody noticed you.
Okay.
But from your vantage point, directly underneath this thing, give me investigation or survival, your pick.
All right. Investigation.
Okay.
That'll be a 24?
24. So this was an exceedingly high DC.
Yes.
You are not good at metallurgy inherently.
Okay. Less so metallurgy, more so looking for like physical deformities in the surface.
Right. You don't necessarily see anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Looking around, you see a finely crafted, smooth bore. From beneath it, you can see that suspended area on the hydraulics with all the satchel charges
Mm-hmm.
raises into the main structure. So it is currently hollow, other than the cannonballs, which are rested on a grate that you can see above you.
Okay.
You can see that the bore itself is just made by a master.
Okay.
Every square inch was finely crafted so that it would withstand at least one blast from the largest cannon that was ever fired.
Do I see if there are any sort of... Hmm. Okay, when you're picturing a cannon, it's not just the metal cannon barrel, there's also the mount that it's on.
Hmm.
Is this similarly mounted
It
on
is.
something just aiming up?
It
Okay.
is current. So you see, there are 6 rods that come out of the mega structure around it and into the cannon itself. They are roughly 30 feet in diameter on each one on opposing sides. So 2 at the base, 2 farther up, and 2 more farther up above that. All of them are the whole cannon from this side or from this angle you can tell is about 300 feet tall, and
Okay.
each one of these is about 100 feet apart. They're essentially stabilizers.
Is there space underneath the cannon? Like, if those
Yes,
stabilizers were not there, it would just fall.
correct. There is about 25 feet between the bottom of the cannon and the base of the platform that it's currently resting within. And the hydraulic is currently roughly about 5 feet off the ground, and you can
Mhm.
just there are still these warforged. One of them actually at this point comes down. You can watch it as it just cycles down, ignoring you entirely, as it just kind of like goes up and then cycles off.
Would it have seen me? If it had
It,
eyes and went past me, would it have seen me?
yes, but it paid you no mind.
So the robots are not going to give a shit if I'm there,
As far as you,
necessarily.
correct. At this point, I mean, you could hear it, but up until this point, and ever more so, you do hear talking above you.
Hmm.
It's pretty far away, so you can't necessarily make it out directly, but if you wanted to tune into it, you could try.
Let me try and tune in, and then I have something I'm going to do after that.
Okay, give me an insight check.
Okay. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Um, it's hard to make out full sentences, but you're getting words.
Okay.
You hear familiar voices
Hmm.
saying things like close to ready, should be ready by tonight.
Okay.
Um, full moon.
So the bits and pieces are related to the plan to use it tonight when it's at full power and yada yada yada.
Exactly.
Okay. Would I be able to take some of the satchel charges and see if the robots notice?
You could certainly try.
Okay. I want to take. You said there were 6 stabilizer rods?
Yes. The
All right.
closest one to you is about 25 feet above you, anchored into a wall. And again, they're about 30 feet in diameter, so they're
How,
not small.
how are the stabilizers connected to the cannon itself?
Just like into the side of it. It's just a
Like, it's not
cylinder.
bolted to it or anything. It's like just
Yes,
almost like it was molded in one piece.
correct.
All right, I wanted to try and put satchel charges on each of the stabilizer rods.
You could certainly try.
Okay. I'm gonna grab 6 satchels as stealthily as possible.
I
Then
will
I'm gonna
say that
try
they
and
are
get one on
noticeably
each.
heavy. You pick one of them up, and like even with you have a bulky strength at 20, and you go to
Yeah.
pick one up, and you're like, oh shit, fuck, damn.
Strength save to brace myself?
No, not necessary. Just noticeably heavier than you expected it to be.
Okay. I can Ring of Levitation it?
You can certainly, yeah, you can do that.
Because they can take 1,000 pounds.
He's 750 pounds, so this works.
All right, I'm gonna take the 6 and I'm gonna yoink, 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 yoink.
As you are doing the second one,
Mm-hmm.
the talking starts to get louder and closer.
Whoa.
Can I find a
Fun.
place to back into so I am less conspicuous?
It is a cylinder of blue and white. Where are you backing into?
You should just leave.
Time to go.
Fine, I'll leave, but I'm taking the charges with me.
You can
Take the
take
cannoli.
I can take one?
one.
Motherfucker. Okay.
I will say that you are successfully able to lift one charge into place, and with your telekinetic prowess, you are able to seal it into place on one of the stabilizing rods.
Okay.
And
I specifically put it at the angle where it's, straight into the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But so it's less likely to be seen, I'll do it on the underside.
Okay. Today, this is the first note that I've taken today, boys.
Proud to be making you write shit down.
Hey, Felpy,
Yeah, yes.
have you figured out what these satchels are yet?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading something unrelated. I know the charge. I know he's got large charges, but what are they, like Ziggs satchel charges? Okay.
It was just an Easter egg. I was waiting for. I was figuring that you'd pick it up pretty quickly. So, what the hell?
If we can get this tower below 30%
This
integrity. Blue.
I have never seen a beer sweat like.
Got a sweaty
there is
bear.
beer leaking through this bottle. What the
Oh.
fuck?
It's just nervous.
How?
You're scaring it.
It's a glass bottle. How is beer?
You're scary. The beer
Oh.
is vibrating fast enough that the atoms are just going through the bottle.
That is possible.
That's what's happening.
Not at normal room temperature.
You should just lick the bottle and see if it gets you drunk.
So,
We'll find out later, ladies and gentlemen.
on Dragon Ball Z, I'm feeling a little buzzed, but I'm fine.
It's because you
Um,
licked the bottle.
Oh, totally. You
Don't
know, it's
drink the beer
funny because
sweat.
earlier today I was thinking about the Futurama episode where they're talking about licking toads to get high.
Wom, wom,
Yep.
wom, wom, wom.
This is going back to that, and it's just like oddly serendipitous. Okay. I'm just gonna take one more note or write one more thing. Come on. Okay, cool. Right. So you're taking one satchel charge and you are leaving, right? Chowski?
Hmm?
You taking one satchel charge and leaving, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Trying to be as stealthy as possible.
Give me a stealth check. Rest of you,
Nor.
thank you for being patient, for the record. Appreciate it.
You're good.
It's another 19.
I'm
Nice.
engaged in what's happening. I want to hear.
Stealthy boy. Stealth action.
As you are walking away, you hear behind you. It's magnificent, isn't it? This large megastructure. It took several hundred slaves to clear out the inside of an entire mountain. And you hear behind him, yes, We've heard all about it about 1,000 times. The Selune, please. I have worked my ass off to get this place up and running. Allow me to gloat just a little bit, please. Thank you. Continuing on, they proceed down the spiral staircase. Cryotier, I'm gonna say that you get into the staircase or the alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
You see that there are two others just like this one on opposite sides, but you go back to the one that you came from.
Mm-hmm.
So there are three in a triangle-shaped pattern in a sphere, if you will, or a circle.
Okay.
And you kind of hide in the shadows just enough so you could be able to hear this conversation going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame, isn't it? All of this work for just a single blast. Almost melancholic to think that all of this work would be for nothing in 24 hours. But it will solidify my place to be able to overthrow that moron Manchun. With Shah's power behind me, and you, Visalan, that idiot won't stand a chance.
Okay. He says to himself in his head. And just as high-pitched.
It's the first time that Cryotier has ever gone high-pitched other than getting kicked in the balls.
Huh? Heh.
Oh boy. Does it do they pass and I can leave?
They're never coming anywhere close to you. They're kind of like circling down and then just like observing that center hydraulic area. And as you are about to open the door to leave, you hear from above, "So when are we gonna light shit up? I can't wait to blow stuff up."
No answer.
Easy there. We're almost there. Your swan song will be, well, explosive.
But it's...
That was very silly of you, sir.
So, entering back into your little safe room filled with bones.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of you, what are
Hello.
you all doing?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm like sort of waiting for
Cry.
Cryotier to come back.
Yeah.
Or like waiting for a
Yeah, that's like stacking bones. You know?
It's like a
Bone
dice
Jenga?
tower, but of bones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bone
we're playing
Jenga.
Bone Jenga, Kev and I.
Severin
And
sitting next to
churro.
you, getting really involved with this. Every time someone pulls something, they're like,
Yeah.
I'm picturing like every time somebody pulls a bone and the tower falls, it makes the same sound that Dry Bones does when you jump on them in Mario.
Yes.
Lickety-clackety.
nearby to this happening, while the three of them are having a grand old time, you see Yandy's about 7 feet away, glaring unblinkingly right at her sister, whittling a bone into a dagger.
Okay.
Does she normally do that?
What's up with
Yeah.
that?
Hold on.
What's going on there?
I pull. I don't think I'm like sitting here like, oh boy, this is fun. I think it's kind of like a waiting game until Cryotier gets back. So I kind of
nervous
just
Jenga.
like I just kind of pull the bone out successfully, and I'm like, Andes, are you just gonna stare at me like that the whole time, or are we gonna talk about it?
She stops abruptly and says, "Well, it fucking took you long enough. We have shit to do. We are in God knows where, underneath our greatest enemy's potential catastrophic event, hell-bent on ending everything that our family has ever stood for, and you're
Andes.
playing Jenga."
Andes. Do you know how long I have waited to see you again?
7 years, 3 months, 24 hours, 6 days.
Wonderful. And in that time, I've grown patient. And that has gotten us here together in the best way that could be. So, we can be patient a little while longer until Cryotear gets back.
She kind of like her eyes narrow as she looks at you, and she just like bows her head defeatedly, goes back to whittling.
We can't be hasty. We have to do this right. And we can't proceed without whatever information Cryotear gives us.
I'm picturing when Cryotear comes back through the door, he's like Kramer bursting through the door.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's like, well, I found out some things.
Is that when that happens?
Kev's Jenga castle crashes when you like burst, and he's like, "Oh."
Oh. Right before that happens, like as the door is just about to open, Yandy says back, "He doesn't strike me as the type of person that you would trust very easily." As the door flings right open.
Hold on 1 second. I need to get my phone charger.
That's fine. In that time, Hilarious would be like,
Okay.
She would say, I've come to learn something like I've come to learn that trust isn't everything when it comes to getting things done.
So I know you're not, but it looks like you're wearing a blazer right now.
Who, me?
Yeah, you just the way I know it's just a shirt, but the way like you have like creases right here, and it's giving very like blazer vibe.
Well, as we can see.
Well, anyway,
We are not.
See this
blazing
shirt? It's
today.
also a jacket.
we are 420 not blazing it up in this bitch.
More than we can say for these guys. Gestures to the bones. Oh.
So, Cryotear, you walk in and you see this little exchange going on.
Mm-hmm. We have one day.
Wait, wasn't it 12 hours last time?
24 hours from now before the cannon is used.
Oh, cool.
20.
I'm gonna jump in here real fast. Misinterpretation. He was saying in 24 hours all of this will be rubble and nothing will matter.
I was gonna say it's 12 hours
Okay.
or less
You
than
have
12 hours.
You
So
have
it's
12
12.
less
It's
than
night.
12 hours until it actually
Yeah.
goes off.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's yeah, because when the moon is in the right place, that is when the cannon will be able to go off, and then, yeah, but good.
They're going to use Shar's power plus the cannon to overthrow Manchun. They are only you know how we saw all of those cannonballs being made, the ethereal ones that dissolve everything.
Mm-hmm.
They're only firing the cannon once, which leads me to think that they're going to basically use this very large mountain-sized cannon to do ethereal buckshot, essentially.
I mean, that is exactly
Meaning
what we've gathered, yeah, so far. The
that
Manchun thing.
cannon is going to be. I will say there are explosive charges down there that are most likely going to be used as the firing cap. There's 6 rather large support beams holding that cannon in place.
Oh, easy.
I managed to successfully stick one of those satchel charges. I say holding up the charge. This is one of them. I managed to put one on one of the support beams. No guarantee it's going to do a lot, but it could create something that they need to, fix damage-wise. Maybe delay it, give us a little extra time. Um, that being said, if you want to blow shit up, he looks over at Kev.
All I'm saying, reverse gravity, the cannon, push it somewhere else, let it fall, kaboom, kablam.
Oh,
Those
okay.
support beams are like 30 feet in diameter, and there's 6 of them.
I got 50 feet in diameter, baby.
No, like we gotta break the support beams to even start moving the cannon.
Oh. Yeah, I can blow shit up.
The charges will blow up. Hold on. You said that they're trying to use the cannon to destroy Manchun?
They're going to use the cannon to wreak untold destruction upon the area. And they're going to use that in combination with Char's power to essentially, from what I was gathering, overwhelm Manchun and defeat him and take his place.
Kulvar's head
We
is so
gotta
big.
get rid of this.
Well, yeah, of course we have. Of
now.
course we have to get rid of it. You said we have less than 12 hours. Yeah. So when the moon is in the right place. Yes. Yeah. No. We need to destroy it. Yes, absolutely.
Destroy the moon?
No, not the moon. The cannon. Come
Okay.
now.
Saffron,
Yeah.
what are you thinking through all this?
Well, I don't. Croucher hasn't mentioned a second person up there, so Saffron wouldn't know that. What's her name?
Salem?
Visalan is up there too, and that she's involved in this coup plan as well. So Saffron doesn't know that, but that's interesting to me.
Who is Visalan?
Visalan is like a second kind of in command at this prison. She's the one that tossed me
Drow
down
mommy.
the stairs.
Oh, motherfucker, we gotta cap her
Yeah.
ass.
Think
Yeah, but Saffron doesn't.
Minthara, but significantly less sexy.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so we gotta kill her, but Saffron doesn't know that she's involved in this. I guess I don't know what Saffron knows about Manchun's like power level. If when he hears gonna overthrow Manchun with the power of Char, if Saffron's like yeah right, or if he says oh shit that might work.
Oh, I mean, I guess we could ask, sorry, just before we move on. Did you just go and look at the cannon, or were there people there? Because logically, there would be people there.
There's robots there.
What?
There's robots moving these shape charges around. I did hear actual people being Visalan and various other people. There were 3 people total, right?
You would have recognized the 3 voices as Kolvar, Visalan, and Briggs.
So I will say those 3 names.
Relay
Those are the
information.
people that I heard. But as far as I know, those were the only 3 people that were living that were down there, other than me. Everybody else that I saw were robots moving those charges around.
Philper,
Yeah.
Saffron, you would hear the part about specifically Manchun, and you would scoff. As a Harper, you would know that Manchun is the man on top,
Mm-hmm.
who is so powerful that even as a non-lich, he transcended death. He has been killed twice, and each time he has come back as if nothing has happened.
Hey, that guy sucks.
Yeah, I don't know that this Korvos,
Kolvar.
Kolvar, damn it.
Kolvar.
This Kolvar, I don't know who he thinks he is, but he would not be the first man to kill Manchun.
Kolvar is an idiot. That's why I laughed.
Well, then maybe let us. Maybe we let him dig his own grave.
Okay, but not at the expense of Selune and Vimun and my entire family's
No,
namesake.
No.
Moon thing.
No, we will not let him kill the moon.
But maybe if he's going up against Manchun,
Yeah,
we
I guess
just
if.
let that happen.
I
Yeah,
mean, sure, yeah,
believe-
but how is he doing it? By waiting for the moon to be at the right place for this cannon to attack the moon with Shar's powers.
Then we must disable the cannon.
I think.
Well, we'll disable the cannon, but if we keep Kolvar around and he just goes after Manchun.
Well, I do not believe he'll go after Manchun without the cannon.
Oh, okay. Well, pussy. I'm just saying. No.
Right.
I mean, I'm honestly surprised that he wants to go against Manchun because he's been like Manchun's. Well, his nose has been up his
Number
ass
two.
for as long as I've seen, as long as I've, since he was adopted, basically.
Well, if your nose is up someone's ass, you are in a good position to stab them in the back. So.
Or show
Talking
them a
from
good time.
experience?
Listen, I was having my ass ate one time.
Nautical that Kev is also eating ass.
Philper, take 2 points of damage because I said so.
Look, I don't know how. I don't. This really hasn't been talked about, and I think we're at a place now where we kind of just have to talk about it. Well, actually, Yandes, you said the family isn't dead. Sorry, you react.
She kind of glares at you, like, knowingly, and just kind of nods her head.
Okay, all of them are still working for Manchun, yes?
No.
Mm-hmm.
The writing was on the wall, and they all tried to leave. Dad didn't want to go, and that's why Mom had to kill her.
So they do want to leave.
The rest of us, yes. That's also why I got locked up, and why you were pursued for years. Because Manchun didn't want to lose such a calling card to the masses. Think about it. The goddess of the holy light of the moon and her chosen people upon the planet. Think of the PR.
Yeah, I know. And then on top of that, using our power, which, by the way, since have you spoken to Selune?
Me?
Yes.
I lost touch with her years ago.
Well, we all lost touch with her being associated with, the Zentarim, because for whatever reason there was some kind of communication block. I only found out when we went to the desert. What's the name of the desert again? Sorry.
The Netherese Desert.
Yeah, the Netherese Desert. I say it loudly.
She kind of looks at you like, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Of all places?
Yes. And that
The magicless land is where you learned, where you were able to speak with her?
Yes. And it was because there was some sort of block or something. That's what it had to be. Where there was no more magic, there was no more block.
That's fascinating.
She came through and she told me to basically to don't finish the mission because I was going to die. And so I left and I waited to bring that point up again. And I tried to figure out how to get to you.
I haven't tried. I haven't. She's been absent for so long. I just hadn't.
Yeah. So, just, again, just because we kind of need to get through this rather quickly. With Selune being, the target of this cannon and thus what is going to stop Manchun, I imagine that he is still siphoning our power.
Stands to reason.
So, turning back to everyone. So that is why we can't let this we can't let this cannon destroy her.
Mm-hmm. Understood.
Yeah, sounds like there's a whole bunch of reasons.
Sure.
Layer.
Like an onion.
Coffee.
Yeah,
Priority.
we can talk about this later more.
Yes, chef.
1 second, Rachel. We'll come right back.
No, I was just gonna say we could talk more about it later after we leave this place. We have a lot to discuss.
Gotcha. Great, dear.
Yes, chef.
While this conversation between the sisters is going on, you scan the room and you see your compatriots discussing the game plan going forward. And you find yourself having an out-of-body moment. Not literally. Just like, when you're just kind of like...
You zone out for a bit. You feel like
you
you're
can almost
floating.
feel like you're watching yourself just stand there.
A little ADHD moment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that.
I have them had them multiple times this session, let alone today.
Squirrel.
Same. Let's go.
I actually just willed myself into one just then. Anyway.
Yeah, I watched that happen too. It was funny.
So, as you scan the room slowly, your eyes lock with Severin's. And you hear on the breeze, yes.
I heard half of that.
Yes. Them.
The ASMR of doom.
I'm just gonna speak like this, but it's my head voice.
Mm-hmm.
Or in-head voice. Look, I know he was part of this whole thing, but when that happened, he was a prisoner in his own body. He couldn't control what he was doing. He wants to help end this.
I'm gonna make the note. It's them, they,
Them.
They're them.
Kibbo, hello, Kibbo. How are
Kibbo?
you, my dear?
Kibbo?
We love kibbies.
I love you.
We love a good Kibbo. Anyways, they had nothing to do with this. Physically, they were here. They were essentially locked out of their own body. They want to help bring this down.
There's no response. As you continue to scan the room, your heart racing slightly faster at this point. You see shadows begin to coalesce into a dark raven's feather directly above Severin as it and then lands upon them, and a shower of black spark-like tendrils just go over their body as they are unreactive to this. They are standing there all none the wiser. No one else paying any mind.
Am I seeing this in my head? Like, is this actually happening in real life, or is this an image that I'm seeing? Like an illusion.
Make an insight check.
Insight is, I think, +2 for me. Give me 2 seconds.
Mhm.
Yep. That is an 18.
It's never happened before, but you can gather from the lack of reaction throughout the room that this is all happening within your head. As these tendrils reach to the floor and create almost a cage around them that slowly begins to swallow their body. 1 second. I'll be right back.
Put on speaker, coward.
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 Coward!
Did somebody say cow? Moo?
Word.
Out of nowhere, Petunia emerges from the canyon.
Holy shit,
The
what
cannon.
a callback.
Yeah, what a callback
You're
that
right
one is. Yeah, good. And slowly covers their body in a almost like cage-like structure in your mind.
Does the black look like the glove?
Yes.
Fuck. Fuck, now I need to think of what I'm gonna say. Allow them to show you by their actions that they want to end this.
In a blink, it all ends. And you stand there, your heart racing, up against a wall. Kev, what are you doing?
Kev be vibing. I'm gonna be real. I don't have much to do with any of it.
Kev's flossing in the corner.
Yeah.
No, actually flossing.
Oh.
Oh, like using a pick, like a bone as a pick. Just
Yeah,
broke a
little
bone and like
bone toothpick. Just
snapping a
Where are
wishbone.
we as a society that Rachel and I both simultaneously had the same thought about flossing?
oh no,
We heard that phrase
I was
rather
originally
than
going to make it that kind of flossing, but then I was like, nah, I'm gonna throw him for a loop. It's actual flossing.
Yeah, I have devolved into a pretty big meme lord, and I'm okay with it.
Chaos meme
Yeah.
lord. Woo.
But yeah, no, Kev is just Kev went into leave ages ago. Fuck the moon, but now I guess not fuck the moon.
Unfuck the moon.
Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
Lee in my chat goes that it shows that we share a brain cell like we have since college.
Of course.
Yes, Kibo, you did walk in on something super intense.
Would it be one of my game sessions if it wasn't super intense? Either in
Yes.
like a really memey kind of way or a hey, someone in your family just died, let's talk about it kind of way.
The answer is yes.
We had an entire session that was literally everyone having a massive orgy in a strip club. And we also had a session that was, hey, here is a backstory character that you never thought would come up ever. Let's kill her.
Mm-hmm.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
So like, I forget what his name is. Fuck, what is his name? I follow him on TikTok.
I don't know.
So he's like third generation Chinese American, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he does like an exceptional like first generation Chinese American accent. It's really fucking hilarious. Emotional damage. Very effective. Welcome back, Philby.
Hello.
We were talking about emotional damage.
Oh, who sustained it this time?
No one. Who is the recipient?
Yeah,
Who's
who caught that stray?
who's next in the order?
Who is catching these fades? Anyway. No one
Jenny
currently.
Jenny is
Yeah.
picking their teeth with the thing. Crotcher's having a moment in the corner. Hilarious is having a conversation with her sister. Sovereign is braiding their hair, and Saffron is
Hanging with Churro, I think.
okay.
Saffron's like
What's that combo
Saffron's
like?
the converse. Oh, it's not much of it. It's like Saffron's doing this thing where like he's sitting on like the upright and he's swishing his tail back and forth, and Churro is like chasing after it.
Okay.
Okay, so we're all just sitting here. Okay, so this conversation dies down. What do I see? I say to Yandy's, we could talk about this later, and then I look over at Croucher's having like a moment. But what is that? Is that excessive? How's your reaction to that? Are you stone facing?
I'm picturing like
What's your face doing? What am I reading? I have 22 fucking perception.
Did you see Get Out?
Yes. Oh, like you're having like one of the like.
I'm having the moment where Daniel Kaluuya is sitting in the chair, not moving, but his eyes are like.
Okay, cool. So my eyes pass from my sister to Cryo Tear, and I see your eyes, and I go, "Hey, hey, Cryo Tear, you good?"
Yandy's also looks over at this moment.
Yeah. Yeah. I motion to come over, specifically to Mischief.
Okay, come over. What's up, buddy?
Saffron's noticing.
I'm.
Kev is not.
No.
I'm still flossing in the corner.
I'm just busting your balls, Jen. I'm sorry. Continue.
I can't for the life of me remember your friend's name.
Sovereign.
Sovereign. Okay. I'm trying my best to buy Sovereign more time. The Raven Queen seems dead set on them ceasing to exist, but I seem to have convinced her to let their actions speak for them
Okay.
while they help us take this down.
Sure.
I believe
Mm-hmm.
when we are successful, it's not if. We will be. But when we are successful, and they help us take down this entire thing, I believe the Raven Queen will show leniency and will
Sure.
not try and kill them.
I believe so too. What is the problem right now?
I happened to gaze over at them, and I heard her voice in my head telling me to go finish it now.
Okay.
as you can see, did not.
I appreciate that, but obviously she is not exhibiting patience.
She is not. She wants this place razed.
Which is why we were talking about using the cannon to destroy it in the first place.
Exactly.
Hmm.
You know what? Give me anything that anybody else has to do, we'll do that. Come back to me. I kind of want to try and seance with the Raven Queen one more time.
Can this be a joint thing?
To-
Can I join this
to ex-
conversation?
Yes.
I will allow it. Saffron? Kev?
Yeah.
Anything that you guys want to do on your own or add?
I guess I'm.
Kev, can you make a circle of skulls for me?
Oh hell yeah!
Kev is like, well, I'm on it, bro. He literally just like the greatest ADHD moment you've ever seen. It's like a meticulous. It is mathematically perfect. A circle.
Kev
like-
used like his superior math skills to make like one of those intricate like geometric
A
circles.
fractal of skulls.
Yeah. Oh, that's fucking cool.
Have you guys seen that video of the fish that on the seabed
Yep.
like creates
Yes,
a big raised?
I love
That's
that.
Kev. Kev is just like pushing out little skulls, just one by one.
Unironically, it's funny that you bring that up. That's actually I forget what the name of the fish is, but that's one of my favorite things in nature. The fact that this random animal whose brain is literally the size of a pea came up with this intricate, beautiful mosaic of sand and silt on the seafloor to attract something to fuck is so amazingly human out of a fish.
Yep.
Well, why don't the other fish get in on circle making? What is in that little guy's head that compels
Literally.
him to make circle? That's
It's
so confounding.
fascinating.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I love that. So birds are like, have you tried dancing?
I love the guy who dabbed.
Tried shaking that ass though.
Yeah, give her blue. Bitches love blue. That's what I found.
Oh,
Tails.
blow.
I love that video of the guy who dubbed over that bird that like turns into the semicircle and is like, dab, bitch, dab.
Oh yeah, I've seen that guy or that bird.
All right, sorry, continue.
What was it?
Kev is making a circle of skulls.
Yeah, I think Saffron's just. Listen, I'm a spy, and these guys are whispering. I'm listening.
I'll also say that if you want to, there is the door out into the hallway that you haven't gone down yet, and you can go spy down that way.
The secret door?
Yes.
Okay.
Just as food for thought. You don't have
Okay.
to. I'm just saying that you could.
My bad. I thought we had taken a look at it. Yeah, I guess I'll get up and like slowly walk towards that door, trying to act like I'm not listening to that conversation that Mischief and Crowdtear are having. I'm like, I'm just gonna go check out this. Has anyone been this way? I'm just gonna go do that. Me and Churro, we're
Now
gonna...
you have. Let's go.
And yeah, I'll walk that way, but I'm also gonna try and listen in, just catch what I can while just walking by of their sneaky whispers.
Okay. All right. Mischief and Crowdtear. Crowdtear, you break out your candles and wax that you usually use to commune directly to the Raven Queen. Bye, Jenny.
Bye, Jan.
I'm going to eat snacks.
No, I
Eat
know,
snack.
it's
Eat
possible.
snack.
Mischief, what are you doing?
So the way I picture this is like, you know, Kev makes a circle and I like sit down like crisscross and like hands out on knees and would kind of start to channel
Okay.
an expenditure of either
Channel divinity.
yeah, channel divinity, yeah.
Okay. Cryotier, what are you doing?
So I'm gonna notice the skulls, so I'm gonna stick the candles down in between the skulls, make like a full circle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go light them, and then I'm going to go down kind of like superhero pose, down on one knee with one hand on the ground, look up. I'm gonna take my other hand, put it on Mischief's shoulder. So that
Okay.
way there's a physical connection so she'll see and hear what I'm seeing and hearing.
Makes sense
And
to me.
she'll also be able to communicate because she's connected to me.
You could sit across from me and we could hold hands and be cute.
Adorable.
Will we?
Wait.
Oh my god, this is a much better idea. Immediately starts doing that.
Cryotier, the moment you sit down, your arms outstretch and your hands beat Mischiefs. You're both mentally transported into the same black void with that looming golden tendrilled woman with raven's wings looming over you both, who speaks.
I gesture to you to speak first. This is your
Hello,
call.
my children. Welcome. Cryotier. This is the first you've brought a friend. Do you too wish to reap in the benefits of being a champion of tragedy?
No, I am a devout follower of your good friend Selune.
I am aware.
Hmm.
Our goals are often aligned. It's
course.
tragic when they are not. Such.
That it is.
Her
brings
face.
us here
I
this
look
time.
at you. I'm like, shut up.
Her face is a lifeless mask almost. If you've ever seen a theater mask of the black mask with no pupils that's just emotionless,
Yeah.
it's exactly that. And this pupilless face looks back at Cryotier and says,
I know why you both are here.
We want to clue
Tragedy.
you in as to what is going to happen. To give you more insight as to our plans.
her looming figure seems to step back and
Proceed.
We're going to use the cannon on the temple.
Attempt to.
Attempt to. The temple is but a place. It can be rebuilt. But if we take out the temple, we take out every single person in here that's ever wronged you. That being said, Sovereign over there, the one that you're trying to get me to,
Eliminate.
Sovereign is not worth eliminating.
they were horrified by what happened. They weren't able to do anything about
Silence.
it because
Mischief saw
I've
that
heard-
coming.
I've heard from you.
fair enough.
in a flash, her 100-foot body becomes 1,000 feet tall, looming over you. Her
black, expressionless face directly in yours, Mischief.
Mm-hmm.
What saith you?
Can I do a religion check again on the Raven Queen? Just what her like morals and like her what she or just like what she stands for again? I
Sure.
need to figure out how to phrase this.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
What's her vibe, bro?
What's her bra?
Just like, what's your
What's her vibe,
vibe?
dude?
19.
19.
We're gonna vibe
So-
check the Raven Queen.
I've checked the Raven Queen.
You would know from your study of gods
Yeah.
that the Raven Queen was once an elvish woman.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, the most powerful, the most brilliant, the most beautiful of elvish queens. Imagine if Galadriel existed in D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Who performed a ritual to become a god, succeeded and failed simultaneously, and was cast into the Shadowfell, where the corruption of Shar's influence seeped into her very essence while still maintaining a good alignment. Her whole sphere is the happiness and the joy that comes from tragedy. I've said this before and I will again. For every 9/11, there is a 9/12.
Wow. The joy that comes from tragedy, you said?
The camaraderie, the necessary, you know how you've seen Inside Out, for every terrible thing
There's a good thing that
is-
comes with it, yeah. No, I
there's a
understand that.
good thing that.
Perfect.
So
Mhm.
let me one last thing.
Mhm.
So her whole thing is perpetuating tragedy to get to that joyous outcome.
Mm-hmm.
Perspective is a good word to describe her vibe.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Perfect. So, this god with, you know, every right and all of her power is intimidating to Alaries, but at the same time, she knows that this is a place where the Raven Queen is making a poor decision. And with that, she stands on and she says this. If you were to have Cryotear eliminate Sovereign right now in this moment, you would be robbing yourself of somebody who has come from a long line of tragedy, finally achieving the joy that you so desire for this world. This person, like myself, has come from a place that is very dark, and while I was able to escape, they were not able to, and were thus, what's the word? Suffocated of their personality, made to do things that they weren't able to do, had their soul ripped from their body, and forced to take actions that they did not want to do, thus suffering mass tragedy for so long. And if you want them to get the joy that they deserve from this tragedy, it would be letting them destroy the Citadel of the Raven Queen. Or the Citadel of the Raven, excuse me. You would allow them to have their hand in destroying it.
Make a persuasion check.
With advantage? I probably don't.
I'll allow it.
Oh.
Remember, you have your D10 if you haven't used it.
I don't need it. That would just be overkill. Yeah. It's a 22.
the 1,000-foot form with glowing golden black tendrils that encompass the space while maintaining unwavering eye contact with you begins to shrink until it is nothing but the size of an average person. And it steps forward. You're right. The gift of tragedy has been given. And further tragedy will only stain going forward.
Not to be wrong, the tragedy is not over.
Well, then you must fix it.
Exactly.
We will.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. And that's why I came here.
You will. I'm not giving you a choice in that matter. Either you will kill Kolvar and his desecrating ilk, or I will kill you without a second moment thought.
I want
You
Kolvar
have-
gone, trust me.
Good. Then our goals are aligned. Do that, and your friend will be absolved. But they will never be allowed within a temple of mine. Ever.
That's entirely valid.
Think we've made ourselves a deal? As close as you can get with someone beyond mortal dealings.
I wouldn't say is a deal as much as what is meant to be.
Ignoring, nodding, but like ignoring. She turns back to Kolvar. Or, I'm sorry, Cryoteer. Turns back to Cryoteer. Your mission is to give them, and like her usually calm and melodic voice is replaced with, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to wake my family up, but just replace what I'm about to say with a raven screech fired out of a cannon.
A caw.
Caw-caw!
Caw-caw.
Caw-caw, motherfucker!
It's grating, and it's loud, and it's obnoxious, and it is pointed. Give them
Why give them one when I can give them all 9?
Oh! Woo! Woo! That was spicy. That was spicier than hell. All 9 of them. Ah.
She takes one step back and says, "Good." And with that, the connection ends.
Oh, do we just like the both of
Yes.
us?
Simultaneously.
That'd actually be really funny if we're sitting really close. Like we're sitting like close, and we both just like whip our heads into each other. It's like ah.
We take 30 points of force damage.
Oh.
And I think that's a good place to end the session there. We will pick on Saffron going to scout next time.
Woo!
Cool.
Mischief, very good
Noise,
job today.
noise.
So
I think that went rather well.
So y'all made a deal to absolve Severn of their sins, transgressions, should we successfully kill the people that need to be killed.
We're killing Kolvar, yeah. We're
Yes,
killing Kolvar
which
and
is
this thing.
Everyone.
Yeah. Everyone! Everyone here needs
Great.
to die.
We're about to know Russian up in this bitch.
Oh my god.
Remember, no Russian. I will say very quickly as a note, next week is American Thanksgiving, and thus we will not be playing next week.
No.
Your mission from me is to enjoy your time with your families
Oh, a mission.
and to
I auto fail.
to yeah,
kidding.
tell me about it. To eat more than you can possibly do so on a normal day.
Gain
Okay.
20 pounds. Got it.
If you do not come back here the following Thursday, having not weighed more than 5 pounds, I will kill your characters on the spot.
5 pounds
No,
more. Wait, 5 pounds more. And look, thick.
We're gonna be thick.
They're not
root.
spilling out
Thick.
your chairs.
But seriously, all memes aside, thank you all for coming. I hope all of our American friends and family have a wonderful Thanksgiving next week.
We
Yeah,
wish
that's it.
you
That's
a
all for
Merry
me.
Giving. We wish you a Merry Giving. We
GGs.
wish you a Merry Giving. Let's
So-
have some beer.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I love that.
I knew that was going to make you
Um,
happy.
So Felpy, you actually didn't know about antimatter, right?
I know of it. I just didn't know how it interacted with regular matter.
Okay,
I didn't know anybody knew how it interacted with regular matter.
so I'm going to give you a very fast crash course onto something that I absolutely am not an expert.
Who wants to raid Felpy? It's our favorite time of the night. Game's over. So, ad's about to start. Absolutely not. Oh, Jenny left. Wait. Wait, Jenny. Jenny B. I'm gonna say goodnight. Anyway. He'll somehow lose 5 pounds over things. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? That would be amazing. Alright, friends. Yes, so we're blowing this popsicle stand. We're gonna raid Felpy. He's gonna do something. I like how I don't even ask anymore. I just set it up. Tomorrow we're going to play Song of Horror. Because we have to finish that game. Once we finish that, it looks like we're moving on to what's it called? Pew, pew, pew. Wow, it is absolutely. I guess the game doesn't exist, so I don't have to play it. No, just kidding. It is. I don't know why I keep saying Uncharted in my head, but that's not the game. The game is the scary picture one. Either way, I think that's the next game. I think Wednesdays, moving forward, are going to remain, like, social nights. And we're going to do some, like, Dead by Daylight, and there's a couple other things that we have coming up. I can't literally remember any title I have. Lethal Company is one that's on our list. But more of those things, with, Jonas and, Cultured Gamer and whoever else we get in there. So yeah, that's the vibe. And then Fridays are going to be our story game, which is going to be, I thought it would come back to me by now, but it's not. Scary picture one that I don't want to play. We're rating Felper. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out. I'll see you guys tomorrow, where I will not be fucking doing an audition and dying, I guess. Sorry, I'm just double checking all my shit. Okay. But yeah, we're going. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. This was a pretty cool session. I had a good time. I don't know what else to say. Listen to my podcast if you don't. Or go to PAX Unplugged. I'm going to PAX Unplugged. I'll be there all weekend. I feel like I haven't talked about it enough, but I am. So, join me. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Peace out, everyone. Bye.